Alright, welcome to another stream of Star Citizen. We're on the 4.4 live environment, running patch 107.66222. Now then, Luminalia 2955 has just started, and what I should really do is I should put the link to Luminalia in the description. Just bear with me one moment. See if we can get this up. Lumin, that's wrong. 2955. Yeah. So the link should be going up there. Just bear with me. Yep, the link for Luminalia 2955 is in the description down below. If you want to have a look at that, basically, we've got calendar gifts, 13 days of Luminalia surprises. You open one each day. It started at 4 p.m. yesterday, and 4 p.m. every day you're able to open a new one. So for the next 13 days, it's going to be possible to do that, and I recommend that you get them all, because the free gifts, whether it's paints, jumpers, hanger flare, something completely fucking useless, which it usually is. I mean, I don't have a Golem Ox, but I got 2 paints for the Golem Ox yesterday on top of the other paints that I've got for the Golem Ox. You know, I'm not going to buy a Golem Ox. I'm not. So you've got those. You've got the calendar gifts. You've also got the missions in game, which, if we have a look at our missions contracts, and you will see, where are they? Delivery. Luminalia present, right? So pick it up from, so we'll accept that, right? We'll accept that. And we're picking it up from HDR SO Malloy and delivering it to Brell on Hurston. Yeah. Now, I've been talking to some acquaintances, I wouldn't call them friends, but acquaintances this morning, about the whole thing, and I don't know, everybody I've spoken to up to this morning has said that they can't get the Luminalia delivery missions to work on live. And, you know, people are conflating the issue by, oh, I've had it working. What, on live? Oh, no, on PTU. Well, who the fuck cares about PTU? PTU's transient. I don't even know. In fact, I'm going to ask that question. Where's... Do you know if PTU counts towards Luminalia achievements the same as live? Because I've never known that before. You know, PTU is completely separate. It's a test. It's a test environment. I can't think of any time up to press where the PTU has mattered much. You've always had to do it on live. But anyway, we'll ask the question, find out. Okay. But that's what we're going to do. And I think these might be weird. Ah, fucking trolleys. We will go and they just would have to run into you, don't they? They just have to fucking run into you. It's like a mini game. It's like bumper avatar. I think it shows off the mentality of people when they just want to run into you. Anyway, I'm going to get out the Pisces. Why is that? That's fucking stupid. I left it on the fucking bag of shite. So file a claim. I left it on the hanger pad when I logged out yesterday. So this software, I mean, Waffle Insanity was talking earlier about the state of things, and he was harsh, but he wasn't wrong. He put up a graphic of somebody blindfolded throwing darts at a dartboard, and he basically said this is how they work out, make decisions and work things out these days. I'm like, well, it's fucking worse than that, to be honest. It'd be if they threw darts at a dartboard blindfolded, it'd be a bit more productive. Which, you know, is pretty much true. Anyway, I just don't fucking know what to expect. Cargo center. I just don't know what to think, or you know. Well done. Well done indeed. So if I grab that, actually needs to. Can I? No. But I can put this up here. It might just stop somebody from getting stuck here. I don't know. I really don't know. So what we got in containers here? We've got one. That's empty. So okay. So what we want? We've just lost one because we had a container in our Pisces. You're just losing stuff left, right, and fucking centre. You know what? When was I saying? I was praising Star Citizen, wasn't I? Saying that CIG have done a really great job and everything's working. There were very few problems, and I'm really impressed. When did I say that? Not so long ago. I think it was leading up to IAE. And look at it now. Look at it now. It's fucking worse than it's been for a very long time. And this is the roller coaster. This is the undulating fucking pattern of development that happens with this software. You get, real highs of woohoo, can't believe it's this good, and then you get real lows of oh my god, it can't get any worse than this. I'm gonna buy. I should have bought 3 of them. Let me buy another 2 of these. Okay, and then these. Let me buy 2 of these. Okay, and let me buy 2 of these. In fact, yeah, 2 of these. 2 of them would be fine. Yeah. Right. Oh, another bottle. And another bottle. Oh, and some snacky bars. Now this is good because this is food and drink for nothing. But you've got to take it when it comes. You can't throw this one away. Right. Carry that. All right. Right, so what we'll do is we'll have drink here. We need to get down and get this gift picked up for Bradford. That's what we're going to do. However, I would just like to say I don't expect, and we might just carry on doing this until it works, because I don't expect it to work at all. This is on live. Now, it might work on PTU, but I don't know if doing it on PTU counts towards anything. I've asked the question, nobody's answered. I don't think anybody knows. Things are so up in the air at the moment. There's no information being released from CIG. Surprise, surprise. And I'm being sarcastic with that because they never fucking do. You're left to guess most of the time what is and what isn't about any given particular element or concept or new inclusion. Most companies would give full details and say, right, we've included this, we've changed this value has been altered to this, you'll now see this has been included, this from before has been changed to that. Testing focus. Okay, so we've implemented this, and we need this testing in this way and every other way that you can find to test to use it or abuse it. Please break it as much as you can. We've tried to make it as robust as possible, but we always welcome players trying to use our software in ways they were not designed to be used in. You know, you get full fucking chapter and verse. But no, we don't. We get fucking patch notes that is so ambiguous. You could apply it to the fucking Brazilian volleyball team, and it'd still, it'd still be as relevant. It doesn't make fucking sense. So no wonder people are frustrated and confused. And CIG have always done this. It's never got any better. I think they must be employing the same people in the same positions doing the same job regardless. And it's not helpful. I don't think they care that it's not helpful, or else they'd change. Maybe they're so far up their own arses they don't think there's a problem. And when somebody says there is a problem, it's just them sounding off, fuck 'em. So anyway, I'm a unicorn. I am a unicorn, hello? I don't even know if my voice is working. But, dun 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 dun. Let us, should get the Pisces out. Yeah, let's get the Pisces out. And it is small hanger this time, not medium, which is great because yesterday, for some reason, all we could do was use our medium hanger for small ships. Even claiming a ship for the first time, it gives us the medium hanger. Now, maybe all the small hangers were being used, I don't know. This is a US server in 20 past 8 in the morning in the UK, so most of the Yanks will be sleeping. So it must be fairly quiet. I'm not sure how many people there is on here. But yeah. I'm going to flame you because you didn't tell me what I wanted to hear. I deserve straight answers immediately. No wonder you're so grouchy. Yeah, and you wonder why we turn fucking global chat off. You are clear to launch. Have we got? Yeah, we have. Right, so that's an invalid target already selected. And that's Malloy. So we wanna. So we've got to go to the planet first, and it's give us a marker this time. It didn't fucking give us a marker yesterday. We couldn't go anywhere. We tried cancelling and doing all kinds of shit, and it didn't give us a planetary marker. But it is now. Right, so this could be a complete waste of time, or it might be possible. I'm just testing on live. I don't know. But I was interested yesterday to see Luminalia start because I'm interested in the event, and lo and behold, the past few events, well, no, actually, the past 5 or 6 events, they've all been fucked up from the get-go. you know, they've not worked. They've had to be patched. People have complained that there are issues and problems, and you know, it's after the fact. Cargo retrieval. What do they call it? You know, the thing in Nix. Vandal missions, whatever they were called, they were fucked. Cargo retrieval was. Hang on, who's this? Hang on. Just bear with me. Just talking to Jedzia. I haven't seen Jedzia in Star Citizen for a while, but yeah, I need to get down and pick up this thing for Bradford at HDRSO, whatever it is. So what I'm going to do is where's my... I'm trying to... This is why I ask people to voice chat. Because I can't be breaking off every 10 seconds to fucking type something in Discord while I'm streaming. Anyway, here is the thing. And I'm gonna try and not land on people because that gets me a bad rep. And if I go down now, am I... Okay. I shall give Jedzia a call. And we'll try and... Yo, man.
Hello.
Hey, dude. How's it going?
Sorry for interrupting your landing. I was watching.
Oh, no, you're okay. The thing I find is if you don't watch where you're landing, you land on NPCs and then you get a crime stat. And you do it without... You get the crime stat before you know you've done something wrong. So I'm just testing these stupid delivery missions out. Now, I don't know if you've found out yourself, but they're not working on live. And so I'm just doing them. I'm trying to get them to work.
Those are hostiles, right outside your ship?
No, these should be friendly.
Okay, so these are like, sort of like those old bunker missions where you gotta pick up a package.
Yep. But you get guards and civilians here. Basically, it's a collect gift from HDRSO Malloy and deliver it to HDRSO Brell. Now, somebody told me that if it's outside an armistice zone, you can use a tractor beam. but it has to be a certain package. And I'm thinking you shouldn't need a workaround. You know, you shouldn't be having to trial and error your way to success. You pick it up, you deliver it. But half the time there's nothing to, well, sorry, I would say 70% of the time there's nothing to collect. And when there is something to collect and you collect it, you can't deliver it. But somebody suggested on, oh cool, somebody suggested on Spectrum that it's because these missions are being double booked. And either somebody's taking your package before you can pick it up. Yeah, you know, things like that. So I'm not entirely sure what's going on. I'm really not. So it's over there is the thing.
I figured they would have put the old missions in, but these are just well, they're modified bunker missions.
Yeah, yeah. You see here we've got pickup gift for Bradford. So I'm going to carry that. Yeah. So that's registered. That has registered. And I'll put that in my backpack. So it's actually say again?
It's a plushie. It's not actually a box.
Yeah, it's a plushie. It can be a Pico, Stonewall, a heart, several other plushies. You know, it's
Okay. That's pretty interesting, though.
yeah.
Maybe that's why it doesn't work well.
Well, I don't know, mate. I really, oh fucking hell, we've got ammo boxes here. Let's see what we've got. Yeah, we'll have some of that. P3. In fact, why don't we take them all? I'm always on the lookout for, oh yeah, we'll have some of that. I'm always on the lookout for things I can sell. Chocolate milk. I'll try and find some. Are you getting thirsty?
I found some chocolate milk at a asteroid base. I got one of those new missions for the Van Duel thing in Nix.
Yeah.
And found chocolate milk and immediately died to a dude in one hit. The AI are no joke in this build. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Chocolate milk, but actually a bottle of chocolate milk by Ember Farms, the people that make the ice cream.
Well, Magnus for what the hell? A Magnus for water bottle. Is that some kind of subscriber flare or something? I don't know.
Yep. I've seen one of those before too. I tried to fill it up in the 300i or was it?
Yeah.
I don't know, one of them, but it didn't work.
Big Barry's T-shirt. It's Benny's.
Yeah, where all these subscriber things are just in these boxes now.
Yeah. But it says Big Barry's T-shirt.
Barry's.
Yeah. Yeah. Look.
On the stream, yeah, it was delayed. Wow, Big Barry's.
Where's? There it is. Big Barry's T-shirt, and Barry's has got no apostrophe. Oh, you know what the fuck? The fuck's going on?
Knockoff version.
Yeah.
Benny's.
Yeah. These fucking duping fakers from India and Turkey and places that make knockoffs. It's funny as. Yeah. But yeah, I'm not impressed. CIG aren't doing a lot right lately. Um,
No, it's been not been well.
and they need to really need to get their shit together badly. Um, Something's going very wrong all over.
I thought we'd see that new mission tool that they were talking about that was supposed to fix the reason why these missions supposedly didn't work is because their scripting is all manual. You didn't have the mission tool or whatever to make the missions, but
Right.
you know how that is with all their tools, it never gets used.
Well, no. I've got to be honest. I don't know how it is. People often, I would like to use a better word than guess because they don't know, but people guess how it is and then state it as fact, even though they're guessing. Um, and what you pick up from like Star Citizen Live and places like that, can you depend on that? And are you that bothered? I don't know.
That's why I have hope that they do come out with the tool for the missions. Like that's why I'm not being like cynical about it, because I really would like it to come out. You know.
Yeah, yeah,
Like if we
yeah.
can get some good missions with that new planet pick, it would actually be really nice.
Uh huh. Yeah, it's certainly something to look forward to, but I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be possible the way that it's going now.
Yeah, right now don't give me hope. Well, one thing, so I had a mission bug out where I was supposed to it was for the lab or whatever, where I need to go around and do all the samples and stuff. I don't know if you did the investigation missions.
Uh, for on ASD.
Yeah, in the
Yeah, yeah,
advanced
yeah.
contracts.
Did all those right up to the 1 million mission? Didn't do the 1 million reward mission yet.
I did that one and it bugged, and I was on Spectrum reading it at the time, and they were like, all the missions ruined. And then server recovery happens. It
Yeah,
reset everything and fixed my mission, and I actually completed it.
really.
Yeah, server recovery actually fixed my mission. I have hope in the game in certain regards. Like that, the fact that it fixed that mission that I spent like 4 hours on.
Yeah, that's kind of cool to be honest, because usually when something's broken, you expect it to stay broken, and you know you
But
can't know
also,
beforehand whether it's gonna work or not.
yeah, like the most we used to be able to do was just quantum away and quantum back and hope it. Usually,
Yeah.
like on low place, basically. I've not had a bar get stuck in my hand for a while, where I can't equip anything into my hand.
No, I haven't had that either. I haven't seen it for quite a long time. But touch wood, don't jinx it.
Yeah, I can't believe they changed the loot pool in the bunkers like that. It's actually somewhat good. I was there the last 1 patch.
Yeah.
There's nothing. Or the 4.3 point whatever, so.
Yeah. I need to. Oh, I left my ship open. I don't usually do that.
Sorry, that's me got you distracted.
No, it's not. It's okay. I just usually habitually close the ship door.
Me too. I'm surprised it's all guards though here. Strange that they want you to go to a friendly bunker.
I don't know. I would have thought or I did imagine that I was going to get attacked, but I didn't.
That's what I was thinking too.
I didn't get
What's the
attacked, and
Takeoff complete.
I bet if I turned up here without a mission, I'd get attacked.
Yeah, for sure, right? Because you'd be trespassing.
Yeah, but before, in 4.3, every fucking defense turret attacked you.
That was that event they were running because they were doubling up the events at the same locations as the bunkers. The turrets were just hostile.
Yeah.
I noticed that too.
So it didn't make any sense, and it made, obviously they weren't rushing to fix it, knowing that it was a problem. Nobody sort of said, "Oh yeah, we better fix this. We'll just let it ride until the next release." They don't fucking care. It looks like they don't care.
That's how I felt as well with the last patch, like the very last 4.3 patch.
Yeah.
This one, because that 1 million mission, I completed it on the like 4.2 or whatever the one before the last one was, and because that was when it came out, like it came out on the that point whatever patch.
Yeah.
I did it, and then it updated to the next point whatever, and then it was broken. That you couldn't get in there to fix it. Like it just was actually broken. The door never opened.
Right. I can't remember what it was. I can't even remember doing the mission or starting it. I must have done, because I went there plenty of times to do that mission, but I can't ever remember doing it. And I didn't know there was a fix implemented. I think I went off and did other things, and just forgot about it, because it takes that fucking long for them to get round to fixing things that you get bored and move on to something else.
I wasn't able to play the PTU at all, or like up until like a few days ago, because SIG broke the Vulkan implementation on Linux.
Right.
How I play. They included DirectX 12 code in Vulkan's implementation, apparently because it runs better on Windows if you have Vulkan running in DirectX 12. But this was all discovered by the Linux Discord, because they had to patch the game to run. But there was like SIG said like 2 months ago, when the first build came out or whatever.
Yeah.
That we're gonna contact Easy Anti-Cheat, and we're gonna fix this with our graphics team. Nothing happened. It took until like yesterday or whatever from the fix it themselves. But there was a patch from the community just before that.
Well, a patch for Vulkan from the community.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure they got the idea from that, because there are 2 SIG members in that Discord.
Well,
Which is good, but
I have a lot of reservations about what CIG are doing with Vulkan, because there's a way of doing it properly and there's a way to fuck it up, and they don't look like they're doing it properly.
I agree.
I had a heated conversation with some fucking Eva Carty members the day before yesterday, where I said, "Oh well, Vulkan runs older games like Doom and Half-Life," and some jumped up little wanker says, "What do you mean Vulkan? Vulkan doesn't run anything. Explain what Vulkan runs." And I immediately thought to myself, here we fucking go, dick measuring contest straight off the bat. And he said, "I'm a programmer, I know what I'm talking about." And I said, "Well, if you're a programmer, you know what fucking run means." You know, okay, it could have been worded better for you perfectionists, for you fucking politically correct people. But you all know what run means, and yeah, it was a.
GPT programming is probably
Um,
graphical
no,
programming.
it's a pissing contest to see who's better. You know, and you have a conversation with somebody, and if they said, um, I don't know, I loaded up Notepad and fucking ran a program, you wouldn't turn around and say, "What do you mean? You can't run anything with Notepad. Notepad's a text editor. So what
You
exactly
open
do
it,
you
you look at
mean?
it, you
You
use
know,
it exactly. Yeah,
you
you
know what
can't
they
just
mean. You don't get that fucking pedantic with them as to pick fault with what they're saying because you're on a mission to prove you're better.
I feel
And
like that is exactly what you're describing. Well, that has to be what happened in that regards.
oh yeah, yeah. And then the guy went and says, you know, OS runs software, terminals run scripts, VMs run OS. And yesterday I was in a terminal yesterday, and I thought, yeah, terminals run scripts. Terminal is a fucking interface. It doesn't run a fucking thing. So the guy's lambasting me for saying Vulkan runs something. And here he is telling me that a terminal runs scripts. No, you run scripts in a
In the
terminal.
terminal. Yeah, we were. This guy's
So,
just being funny.
ah,
It's not even worth talking to these people
mm,
that sounds like.
mm. This is the mainstay of Evocate. You know,
I
you've got.
noticed when they got that big influx, like a few years ago or whatever, it got really different.
It did. It did. And it was. Well, I mean, to quote myself, import general, get general. You
Yeah,
know.
everybody in testing
Yeah,
basically got an invite.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
I mean, there's some people there that I can't remember who it was. He's on my shit list, and I can name names if I need to. But he comes into Evocate. His very first time in Evocate, and he starts fucking telling people what is and what isn't. And I basically said, you know, advice is that it's better to fit in than try and assert yourself into a new environment. And he said, nobody tells me what to do. You can basically go fuck off. And I'm like, wow. I thought, you know, of all the years I've been in fucking Evocati, that is the first time anybody has ever said anything like that to me. Ever. So I messaged
Yeah.
Wacker and I said, Wacker, who the hell are you inviting into Evocati now? It's turning into a right shit show. I said exactly that. And I never got a response. Because the response would be, yeah, we're inviting everybody.
Streamers are bringing in a ton of people that they're making all these events for. I feel.
I don't know, mate.
I feel like that's the younger generation, right?
I don't know. I don't know. It's sad because, I mean, Eva Carter used to be really great, but it's never been that effective. Talking to a friend of mine recently who basically said, yeah, feel like we're wasting our time. I'm paraphrasing and summarising, but feel like we're wasting our time because it's not managed or organised properly. And I'm thinking to myself, well, fucking hell, I've been saying that for years. I've been saying that ever since I fucking got into Evocati. You know, they make out that it's this special group of elite testers. There are very few effective fucking testers in that group.
Yeah. I know, and I don't like the issue counts either. All the people that we had a specific Linux issue that I was saying about the Vulkan.
Yeah.
And all these people with smooth motion and some AMD thing on basically frame generation. Was getting a black screen, which was a different issue. It kept reporting on the issue, and Sig changed the name of the post, and then it didn't actually get fixed for like months. And I said,
Yeah.
and we had to make a new one
Yeah.
because it was so bad.
Yeah, I mean, this this mission that I'm on now, the delivery. I was talking to
You're
a
delivering it to a bunker.
yeah, I'm delivering it to a bunker. But I was talking to a friend earlier, and he said the current active ticket is a duplicate. And I said, how? Luminalia 2955 has just started. Oh yeah, but it's been, deliveries have been fucked in Pyro since whenever, and it's a duplicate of that. And I'm thinking, how can it be? This is not This is not Pyro. This is fucking Stanton. I've got nothing. I've got nothing in my backpack right now.
Like if the post was titled "All Delivery."
There we
Missions,"
go.
it should be
Finley the
something
Stonewall
like that.
plushie. So we'll carry that. Oh, wait a minute.
Wait, where is it? Oh, your inventory isn't.
Yeah.
Do you have pending moves at the moment? Is it loading or?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Oh, there you go.
Right. So. That's the first time it fucking worked.
That worked.
Yeah.
Actually worked, right?
Yeah, that's the first time it worked. And I don't know whether it's been fixed. I might try another one. But you do get... You see, this... Langdon was the guy who suggested it. And he basically said, if you do it at a non-armistice zone, you can use a tractor beam. And I'm thinking, interesting. The ones that I've done before have been at mining stations, not bunkers. So I thought I'd try one at a bunker. And that's really interesting. What the hell is this?
Can you use your tractor beam in the armistice zone if you're in your Pisces?
Yes, I do believe. Yep.
I thought, yeah, on a cargo grid in your ship, I thought you could use it even in an armistice. So maybe.
You can't use it. You can't use your tractor beam in an armistice, even on your own ship. But you can use it here, because it's not an armistice zone.
Yeah, maybe I was thinking of the hangar. Sorry, that's what I was thinking about.
Right. Hangar, yes, I do believe you can use your... fucking hell, I left the engines on that time.
Use everything. You left everything on. Door open, engines on.
No, I closed the door,
Okay.
but I left the engines on. This is not like me. I'm very methodical in what I do and how I do it. But this is good news. This is this a one-off? And this is a really quiet server. It's US 1B 100. And it is a very quiet server. In fact,
Howling from Nix to Stanton for like a couple hours, so maybe it died.
Yeah. When I logged in, there was only 2 friends online, and one of them went offline just as I was joining. So you were the only friend on the list to join, and I thought I'll just join Jadzia. And luckily it was a low pop server, so let's
hopping between regions until I got one that seemed like was performing good because I put the cargo elevator down the other day and the server recovered and that didn't actually save my cargo.
Yeah,
I was trying to get one that was good.
yeah, yeah. Just bear with me 1 minute.
Okay.
I am gonna. Right, so I'm just gonna type on Spectrum. Right. So now I need another mission. Again at bunkers.
You test the other sites, the ones at the regular places.
Which ones?
You said there was an alternative version that's in an armistice zone. Might not work for it.
Right, mining stations. Yeah. Now
The classic.
mining stations. You know when you said it's not an actual package. Do you remember the pick up and delivery missions where you pick up the packages? Well, there's things on the shelves in the place where you need to deliver the package and you can't deliver it. You know, whether it's a plushie or whatever, you can't actually deliver because there's something in the way. And because it's in an armistice zone, you can't tractor beam it out of the way.
Can
But
you
what?
use an Atlas or a ship tractor beam?
Not in an armistice zone, no.
The Atlas worked for me in the armistice zone last patch. I was down on Rayari something around
Yeah, but
Microtech.
you can't take the Atlas into the building
Oh, yeah.
where the package is. The Atlas and your tractor beam work on the landing pad, which obviously that makes sense because you need to load and unload. But you can't take the Atlas into the building, which is where the package is or where it needs to be dropped off.
Yeah, on those shelves in the hallways.
Yeah.
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 Okay. I guess there's no solution to that I can think then.
Yeah. However, let me try and contracts, delivery. So that's deliver gift for Dino to Anderson on Aberdeen. That's 2 gifts. So we collect gift for somebody from Edmund. I mean, it's 6. You get 6,000. I'm going to accept that. It's I'm picking up 2 gifts from HDRSO Horsley, and I'm delivering 2 gifts to Anderson. If the gifts are there, I really don't think this will succeed, but let me turn this shit off. I don't think this will succeed, but I can try anyway. Pick gift up. God, I hate this fucking star map shit.
The zoom is what gets me.
Oh God, yeah, it's fucked, isn't it? And
Like going out to 3 solar systems or zooming into your
yeah,
ship
yeah.
accidentally or
I mean, I'm very annoyed about this because we were told for the longest time, you know, Star Map version 2 will solve everything, and it's the same fucking problems as what we had before, just with a new interface. So all they've
That's literally what I said to my ordinates as well. I was like, they just changed the UI a bit with
Yep.
the same underlying code.
Yep.
I
So
still can't quantum around Crusader, I said to him.
they've done absolutely fuck all to fix it, apart from put a new UI on the front end. And how is that addressing any problems?
Like, yes, the target marker in the top right is somewhat nice when it works because, like you just had to do, you had to zoom back out and click the actual site because you couldn't target it. There
Yeah,
before.
yeah.
But I don't know, man. They really gotta fix it.
When? Well, will they? Will they? If ever. I mean, come on.
They keep like it's unplayable with all these systems. They can't keep adding more systems and keep the map this bad.
Why do they do that though? Why are they adding content when they know damn well that there's underlying problems and it won't run well on this content? You know, it's not going to fucking work, is it? All you're doing is making the problem worse by adding new content to it. And so what's the point in testing when you know you've got underlying fucking issues with the software? What is the point of that? Can you answer that in any way, shape or form?
Like, the transit rework is one example that instantly comes to mind that you're bringing up. Like, the underlying issues. Like, everything needs a rework, basically. That's
Yeah.
getting pushed off for this content that not helping.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't like the idea of the year of stability, because we needed the year of actually put features, break it every patch if you got to, put it in every new feature every patch if we got it.
Well,
There's a lot of features for this game to be complete.
Landing gear deployed.
letter from the chairman, December 20th, 2024. Or was it the 22nd? Or wrong way. I know what I'm doing. We're gonna put the ship there. Right. Okay. So it's okay if the NPC walks into the ship, but if you land on an NPC, you get fucked. You get really fucked.
People used to pick them up with the ships. Maybe that don't happen anymore.
Yeah.
I know if you like landed on a cow or whatever they call it, you would pick them up with places.
Yeah. What am I? Oh, fuck me. I've got shitloads of stuff in my backpack. Is that... Oh no, I've got to carry it in my backpack because I didn't bring a container with me. I know what I'm doing. Anyway, we've got 2 packages to pick up down here. So, has anybody... Right. Fuck me. I know what I'm doing.
The 2 down there.
Yeah, we got 2. So one will be the same as what the other one was, and one will be downstairs. Right. So So this is a heart, right? So I carry that. And this is a heart plushie. Yeah. And I'm going to have to be fucking careful what I pick up now because... Yeah. Where's the other one I'm supposed to fucking pick up? Jesus Christ.
Is there an internal storage on the Pisces anywhere that you can
Nah.
put your stuff in?
Nah. Why is that elevator open? I don't like it with elevator doors are open because it usually signifies fucking problems. So I had another gift to pick up here. Just bear with me. I'm gonna... That is a heart plushie. I'm gonna drop that on the floor.
This is Hosley?
Yeah, but I've got...
You just got the one, yeah.
I've got two to pick up, and the markers
You only have the
showed
one
up.
marker now. Yeah.
The markers showed up before I picked one up, and when I picked the other up,
Oh, I see. So it might be here somewhere, is what you're saying.
yeah, I want to pick both up and take them both. Not fucking one at once, but I don't know where it is.
Or what you're looking for either.
Yeah, exactly. It's going to be a plushie. It's going to be a stone wall or... But I don't know where it is. I don't know where to look for it. So... Yeah, it's a bit weird.
And they spawn on the old crate locations, like on top where those old packages used to spawn, like in the corners of the crates. There's a box missing or whatever. But they don't not even have those anymore. Cover crates.
I know it was downstairs. But it's not. See, now I'm going to have to go back. Fuck this. I'm going to have to go back and deliver this and then fucking come back. And you know what I mean? Which is annoying as fuck. Because I had two. And it's only for another 6k. You know, I'm having to do 2 fucking trips for 6k. I guess what I'd be better doing is scouting them out first, so I know where they are, and then picking them up after I know exactly where they are.
I've been gone away fishing for like so many months, and I would come back, and the game's economy is like so broken.
Yeah. What do you think about the RMT, the real money traders?
That's what I'm saying. So me and my friend, like back when 4.0 came out, we were doing some contested zones, selling stuff for like a reasonable amount of money, a couple $100K each.
Yeah.
Now those same items are like millions and millions. It's
Yeah.
like, what?
I saw a guy yesterday in Global Chat, and he said, I'm paying 1 billion for a full ASD set.
1 billion.
1 billion. You know, I've got like 14 million.
A 3.2 million, and we've been grinding as like me
Yeah.
and my friends have been grinding together. But the payouts from the missions are so low. I don't know. They're like, bring a fleet. We bring a fleet, a full hammerhead full. Each one of us gets paid like 8K, and we're
Yeah.
just like,
Yeah.
don't make sense, man.
Well, there's a guy yesterday in Evo chat bragging, boasting, saying, yeah, well, I have over 1 billion UEC and I haven't done much to get it. That triggered me. That fucking triggered me, and I instantly thought exploits, right? Nobody.
The game, like doing missions legitimately, you cannot earn that much money.
Yeah.
Even if you're doing solo Hull C Holland, you can earn like 100 mil maybe, like a patch. But that's like if you're doing it non-stop, like constantly. I don't know. It seems unreasonable. Because the people like I know in my org that does the Hull C Holland, like they usually lose a lot of the time as well, and then they have to spend days getting their rip back if somebody blows them up. So it's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I've got another marker. I have
Pick up the
another
gift.
marker to pick up the gifts. So what I'm going to do is, well, let me.
Is this one of the sites with the two bunkers next to each other? Or the two sites next to each other?
No, it's the same. It's the same site, but I'm just gonna move slightly, and then try and get back to that. I mean, it's a bit of a fuck around, but I'm just seeing what the parameters are of these markers, because the fucking marker wasn't there when it was on the ground.
Yeah, I've seen that. As you pick, yeah, you're looking everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh.
So we'll just see. We'll just see where it is. In fact, fucking turn that off.
Enfield Aerospace. All systems online.
For fuck's sake.
Online.
Right. So. Horsley. The amount of problems we're seeing and the way they're going about fixing them, they're trying to rebalance everything while they're fixing the problems at the same time, making a complete fucking mess of it. You know, with the armor and shields and weapons and all that.
I was just thinking that exact same thing. I was going to bring up how I tried the 4.0 PTU for the first time, and I
Yeah.
went out in my Vanguard, and the first dude shot me, insta blew me up, and I was like, what? Like, I think it was a Cutlass Black insta blew up my Vanguard, one shot me from full life. And I was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, I've heard reports on that. There was another ship, the Perseus, that suffered the same fate. That
Yeah.
got fucking one hit by something.
I seen that was on Reddit.
Yeah.
On Reddit.
Oh, I saw it on Spectrum.
Okay, it was posted there first and it was reshared.
I saw it on Spectrum, and it was somebody said I flew my Perseus on a mission, came across can't remember what ship he said it was, but it one hit him, fucking hit him once, and his ship exploded. A fucking Perseus, you know.
Yeah, the how SIG want multi-crew, how is it supposed to work? Like, I don't know, man.
I don't know what they're doing. They're making a fucking mockery of being a games company. It seems like they're doing it on purpose, purely because they keep messing things up. And
It
if
should be obvious what, like, everyone said for years and years, light fighters shouldn't be able to take out everything. and they make light fighters able to one hit like a Perseus or something.
Well,
Makes no sense.
people have said, and I've seen quite a lot of videos over the past few days. Well, since the last Star Citizen Live, they're saying the rushing things. Now, if this is what happens when, oh God, no, that's too quick. If this is what happens when CIG rushes things, then you know what to expect. But what a fucking mess! What an absolute mess! It's not a good sign at all.
I just seen you almost hit that pole. It's delayed the stream. I just seen you
Yeah.
moving too fast.
Yeah.
You recovered though.
Oh yeah,
What's
yeah,
that
yeah.
skin on the first the ad persons, the Pisces? The camouflage or something.
Scrubland.
Is that a store one? Or is that from
Yep.
the event?
Pledge store.
Okay.
Scrubland is the name of the paint, and I love it. It's the best paint. Right, I'm gonna
Looks
fucking.
incognito.
I'm gonna try and find out where this fucking thing is now, but it's annoying that it didn't fucking show up while I was down here.
Can you get a view on it before you take the elevator? Like look down. Okay, so
It's
mostly it's just at the bottom.
yeah. Maybe it's in the same fucking spot as the other one, but we'll find out.
There's
So
an entrance somewhere.
it's downstairs.
Oh yeah.
There it is. Yeah, you were right. It's on a fucking corner of a crate. It's not on a shelf. It's on a corner of a
the
crate.
old spawn locations for
Yeah.
the old missions.
Yeah.
Yep. That's great.
So all right. And
Another heart.
yeah, there's also a P8 weapon here, which I want to put on me.
I don't know if you tried salvage recently, but I tried it this patch. First time in like a year. And it did not go. It was not profitable for the org. It did not go good.
Really?
Yeah, we ended up doing like several those patrol missions or whatever.
Yeah.
We beat all the ships and salvaged the RMC on like a few of them as well. But we had to refine it, and time it was done split between the people who was in the combat ship and us in the reclaimer. It was basically like 30K each or something.
Well, funny you should mention that. I bought the Salvation.
I did too for no reason because it's cute.
No. Let me bore you fucking silly with my story. So, I've got a friend called Thammers, right? He's got an Asgard. And
Fit.
no, wait. So, he turns up with his fucking Asgard, and I'm thinking, oh my God, this is a fucking good ship. This is exactly what I fucking need. This ship is exactly what I need. So,
Like a bigger Valkyrie.
I went on the pledge store, and the only thing you could buy it was like the Praetorian pack, which is $15,000. And I'm like, fuck that. I thought, fuck that. What I'm going to do, and this is like the middle of the year, June or July or something. I thought, what I'm going to do, I'm going to wait until IAE. Then I'm going to buy a cheap LTI ship and upgrade it to the Asgard. So along comes IAE and gets hold of the Salvation. And I started using it, and I thought, this is a fucking nifty little ship. This is a really good little ship. And I went out and I hated mining. I really hated mining, and I hated miners. But suddenly felt myself wanting to get involved in mining because it was so quick and easy and fun with the Salvation.
Yeah, that's what I liked more about the Prospector over the Mole as well. It was more like you could control it. It felt more like you, an extension of you, I guess.
Right.
A tool.
Right. So then I'm thinking, hang on a minute. I want one of these to upgrade to an Asgard. Now I need fucking two. Right?
Yeah, they'll get a second one.
And I did. And then going through IAE, and I was trying out the Spirit versus the Zeus, right? The Spirit versus the Zeus was the winner was the Spirit, the C1 Spirit,
Spirit's way faster, I found personally.
and much more useful.
Easier to put in.
And I don't know what you feel about this, but it's got an inner door inside the ramp.
For engineering, maybe.
Yeah, inside the ramp, it's got an inner door, so you can drop the ramp with that door closed, and everything inside the ship is secure.
I see. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I loved the ship, and then I thought, fuck, I need a Spirit as well. So I bought a third, Salvation and upgraded that one to the Spirit.
But it makes sense because the LTI token. So
Yes.
It sort of makes sense. And it is cheaper if you get a more bang anyway, so
Yeah,
you gotta justify yourself that way.
yeah.
That's what I do too.
It's good as well because I paid, what was it, it was like 112 or 113 British pounds for the Spirit, and now it's fucking worth 125.
Yeah.
Um,
I noticed the prices went up. I wasn't. I never bought anything this IE.
yeah,
I had basically all my upgrades. I needed like 2 CCUs to complete my Polaris upgrade I had since 2020.
yeah.
Needed to like complete.
I mean,
Worried they were gonna put it up to 1,000 and I wouldn't be able to CCU us.
right, yeah. It is very heavily focused on the marketing. You know, they do want you to get your wallet out and spend your money. And it seems to be more emphasis and attention on the marketing than the fucking game.
I agree. Every patch it goes to sell ships no matter what.
Yeah.
I agree.
You know, they're selling all these ideas, and it's getting slightly annoying. I had another thing that annoyed me yesterday. I got a fucking message on Spectrum, and it said a moderator has removed your post from this thread. Reason: removed by a CIG moderator. And I'm looking at the thread, and I'm thinking, I did this 2 weeks ago. What the fuck did I put? What did I write that was so objectionable? It was about, if you watch the Star Citizen Live and John Crew, you know, the ginger-haired fucking lead ship designer, whatever he is, he comes on and says, we cut a planned amount of cargo into the current configuration of the hull E. Now,
cut out that entire sentence Sig got you. It was actually when you came out of Quantum, you cut out some.
yeah, but there was a guy on Spectrum. He did the maths, and he said, given the the cubic capacity that we're dealing with, you could fit twice as much and then a bit more into the current configuration of the hull E. So when John Crew, the CIG fucking lead ship designer, says it wouldn't fit, that's complete fucking fabrication of the facts. You know, the maths was there for everybody to see. So when CIG say they had to bring down the cargo capacity because, you know, 92,000 SCU wouldn't fit, I think they worked it out that 252,000 would fit, or something stupid like that. But can you imagine a fucking ship with 100,000 SCU travelling through space?
Yeah.
It wouldn't.
It's gonna be.
It wouldn't be possible. You know, it's going to be a single player game. You might get away with it, but not multiplayer. It's going to be fucking terminal. So
You would actually need to become part of the ship. Like you would need to attach in a way that, because like you said, all those entities.
yeah,
They would have to actually,
yeah. So instead of CIG turning around and saying, okay, you know, our eyes were bigger than our belly when we were promoting the Hull E, we wanted this, but we're never going to get that because we didn't fucking plan it properly or realise what we were dealing with. You know, technology's never going to support our hopes and fucking dreams, so we've had to change the cargo capacity. Instead of saying that, I mean, Cameral, if you know who Cameral is.
I think everybody knows because he does proper testing of ships
Yeah.
and stuff. Yeah.
He put it better than anybody. He said CIG are gaslighting us. You know, they're telling us one thing that's not fucking true because they don't want to admit the truth. And even on the same thread that where my post got removed, Cameral said, you know, we're being gaslighted by this guy, JC, John Crew. And his post didn't get removed. So I'm thinking, what the fuck did I write that was so objectionable? But
Didn't even say like.
no, it just says removed by CIG moderator. You know, I can't remember what the wording was, but it basically said something along the lines of CIG knew what they were doing when they were promoting the concept of the Hull D and Hull E. They sold it based on these values, and now they're changing the values that they sold it on. So where does that leave everybody? You know, when a company advertises a product and then changes the product, usually there's fucking legal action, litigation.
Yeah, exactly.
So where does that leave everybody? Now, obviously, I've got a point, and the company doesn't want that kind of seed planting in people's fucking heads, so they just took my post down. But you know, what do you call it when a company advertises something and they deliver something different?
Like, you know what you're saying, man? Is they try to get away with it by saying that
Yeah,
it's early access and anything can change or whatever.
yeah. I mean, you know,
The Apollo I had, it don't have the drones anymore. It's
Right.
ruined. They basically
Right.
decided we'll come out with it early. Ruined.
I wondered about that. I really wondered about that because there was a lot of people saying, you know, what about the drones? And CIG weren't saying a fucking thing. Now, usually, not that I've got a lot of experience with CIG, but usually when somebody does that, it's because you're not going to like the fucking answer. You know when kids get onto the parents, Dad, you said I could have a bar of chocolate. When are you going to get me a bar of chocolate? And he doesn't say a fucking thing because he's got no intention of getting them a bar of chocolate. So instead of putting them up putting up with them fucking whinging and crying for hours on end. He says nothing and leaves them fucking guessing and hoping. And then, right at the last minute, you're not getting a bar of chocolate, you know.
Yeah.
But there was so many people saying, what about the drones? What about the drones? And CIG weren't saying a fucking thing. And I actually thought, I bet that's no longer on the fucking table.
It isn't on the table anymore. They redone the Reclaimers pledge store page. They redone a lot of the ship's pledge store pages and removed features.
Yeah. I mean, it is open to change and review. You know, it has to be, because not everything's fucking set in stone. But you want some, hang on a minute.
One of my
Let
first
me-
ships was a Herald. They gotta either remove the data running or
Yeah.
completely do something else with it. I don't see it working in the current game. Either make it like,
Right.
I don't know.
So I was able to deliver, but now there's something in the way, and I can't use the tractor beam. I can't use the fucking tractor beam to get rid of it. So,
Can't clip it in under it? Is it?
no, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Come on, put this fucking thing away. Put it away, Jesus fucking wept. Honestly. If I carry that. Oh, I can. Right, so.
What? There's abandoned ships here at the Owen point.
Say again, sorry.
Just abandoned ships here at the OM point.
Hmm.
I thought there was like a jump waiting. I thought I was gonna get jumped or something, but they're just abandoned.
Get your fucking self. Did you didn't buy, you say you didn't buy anything at IAE?
I bought a few upgrades, so it's a lie. I just spent melt money on stuff.
Right. Let me just have a look here. Let me have a fucking look here. Because I've got a feeling, I got a feeling, ooh, that the pledge store still has. Where is it? Where is it? Yes, it fucking does.
What's on there? Sorry.
I'm going to paste you this on Discord. Right. It still has it. It still has the starter package. So you could actually buy one. The thing is, I go out with the Salvation, and I'll start scrapping a ship, and I'll fill 6 SCU containers. Then I'll carry on scrapping, and I'll fill the ship inventory with scrap, and then I'll fucking deliver it. You can actually get 13 SCU of containers on one trip. 6 on the back of the ship, and 7, you get another 6 SCU of scrap, plus 1 in the buffer. So you get 7 SCU of scrap on the internal storage. It's honestly, it's an amazing little fucking ship. It's that good and that useful. I'm expecting it to get fucking heavily nerfed. The only thing is, you can't. Maneuverability is awesome. It really is awesome.
gonna nerf on it then.
I'm almost sure they will because it's so fucking good. It's so fucking good, and they'll wait like they usually do. They'll wait 5-6 months, and then they'll fucking nerf it without telling you. And then you'll be like, what the fuck? Why is my salvation so shit? Oh, it's because we've got another ship coming along that can't be as good as this one because we want to sell that one as a strong fucking incentive for people to buy it. So it's got to be better. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Which is cheeky, but you get used to it by now, you know. This is the whole marketing thing from CIG. They want to give you reasons for fucking buying it.
Like, oh, this new ship got bigger guns and stuff. It's like, but Sig, you reduced the size on my ship's guns. But this new ship got bigger guns, the same size you had before.
Yeah, right.
That's great.
I am gonna look around. Here for crits. I'm not seeing any at the moment, which is disappointing. In fact, there's no fucking crates to pick anything up and no loot anywhere out of here. And then I'm going to go back to, I'm going to go to Lawville. I'm going to land at Lawville and see if there's any Luminalia packages to pick up. Because there are on the PTU, but not on live.
But the regular ones, you mean?
Yeah, you know, the small...
1/8 SU boxes or whatever they are.
yeah.
Ones that's supposed to go in the corners. Wait, this thing, the Salvation salvages twice as fast as the Fortune. Why is that? It has two salvagers on it.
Yes, you get it with the cringe scraping modules. Now what you do, you buy 2 abrade scrapers which are 21,000 each, and you fit them, and then you can scrape twice as fucking fast, and it really is. You get if you're selling at a trade centre, you'll get about 62,000 per trip. So you can make back buying 2 abrade scraping modules on your first fucking trip.
That's usually what I do too. On my
Yeah.
alt tune.
Yeah.
I was just looking on an article at the Salvation, and those inch ones or whatever that it starts with, it has a higher multiplier than the ones you buy in the shop. It's just faster apparently than the ones you buy in the shop.
Really?
Somehow, yeah. They're like semi spoke, I guess.
Yeah. This is a spirit, and this is exactly what I'm fucking talking about. Somebody's left the ramp down, but the rear door is closed, so you're not getting in that fucking ship. And this is why I love this spirit. I had to have one, and it's really funny because I just bought a Cutlass Black.
I don't. The Shiv because I thought it looked. Well, I needed something small like that is, because I kind of upgraded all my ships up because, well, you know how SIG releases stuff and it just keeps upgrading stuff. So I needed small ships again to transport stuff. So I was like, okay, the Shiv is small, and maybe that's fine. But the Shiv, when we get engineering, I don't know how that's gonna be. I don't know how anything is gonna be. I like my first experience was getting insta blown up, so I don't have any hope.
Yeah. You gotta laugh at that shit, man. Yeah, the Shiv is fast as fuck. I mean, it really is fucking fast. But as a friend of mine pointed out, It should be fast when it's got 2 fucking Valkyrie engines on the back of it. It's a Cutlass Black with 2 Valkyrie engines strapped to it.
I was thinking it might be nice for running those delivery missions in Pyro,
Right.
just because like you want to get out of Dodge pretty quick. It'd be pretty decent.
Yeah. Yeah.
I tried the Pisces, but it don't have enough space. So the carrot comes with the Pisces.
Right.
That's where I have it from. I don't know where I have it from. It must be that.
Yeah. Yeah.
The Connie came with a Ursa thing that has a, I don't know what it's called, but it's a fancy Ursa.
Lynx.
Yeah, that thing, the Lynx.
Yeah.
It was my first time seeing it the other day. I was like, what is this? I don't even
Right.
know when it was added to the game.
Yeah, it's not. I love the the Ursa, but not the Lynx. You know, it's got comfy seats, 1 entrance, 1 exit, champagne bottle, champagne glasses. I'm not a fan of the Lynx at all. Where the fuck is Lawville? For fuck's sake. Am I missing something here?
I don't know. I'm looking on your stream, but it's so delayed that even if.
Oh, I'll tell you why. Because it's fucking not Hurston, is it? I'm looking for Lawville on Aberdeen or whatever. Yeah. Yeah. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. Right. So it will be here. It will be here. I'm gonna go to Lawville and I'm gonna search around. While it's quiet, I mean it's only, I don't know what time it is where you are, but it's only 9:40 a.m. here in the UK.
It's just 6 a.m. here for me.
Yeah. So I'm going to go to Lawville, have a look around for some fucking parcels, see if I can get hold of some. I've still got some in my local inventory from last year, which is annoying, because it means
I kind of like them, decorate around, but
well,
my issue is my inventory is always broken at my home location because one of my items that I have is like corrupting my sales terminals, and I can't sell anything at TDD.
Yeah.
Or anything. I don't know if you have that issue, but it's been an issue in the game for you.
Yeah, I've been collecting shit like that forever, and then you lose it for whatever reason, and you know you don't get the pleasure of selling it. I know a friend of mine, Captain Chameleon. He spoke to me one day and said, "Oh, they're having a wipe. Make sure you spend all your credits before the wipe." And I said, to be honest, mate, I'm not that fucking bothered.
That's how I feel about it as well. I know that I have ships, so it is a bit different, but
yeah.
I don't know.
But I have to say, I can't fucking see anything here.
I know, I'm looking at your stream as you're in a cloud.
Yeah, I have to say, I should have took his advice. You know, I should have bought some ships or something. However long it lasted, you know, I should have bought some ships or something like, because they had like 30 million or whatever it was. But yeah, I'm wondering where the fucking spaceport is. I'm looking for the signs for the spaceport.
Yeah, I don't see them.
Well,
the tower's pointed away from the spaceport, so if you look at where the tower's pointing, go the other way. That's what I always do.
yeah, I'm looking for the, you know, the main fucking Hurston building.
You at the racetrack?
Where's the main Hurston building?
I don't know. Do you mind pinging with your? Oh, there it is. Yeah. So I seen it. 108 degrees, I believe, or like 200 degrees straight ahead. 200 degrees straight ahead. There's the spaceport.
I don't think that's it, mate.
It is. Sorry, where the ships are over there.
I think the spaceport is. There's the Hurston building, so the spaceport is over here. I can see that. Yeah, it is the spaceport. I can see it now.
Yeah, you were just going down towards. Yeah, so delayed the stream. Sorry, mate.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's about 30 seconds delay on it, but
It's just 200 degrees over that way.
yeah,
That's all.
the angle was just weird, and I was like, "Where the fuck am I?"
Yeah, you came out at the back of the building. And
Yeah,
out in
yeah.
the desert.
Right. So if I request that voice actor is real funny because he's got like a northern British accent from Cheshire or somewhere like that, Manchester sort of way, and he not only does Aesop, he does some of the voices for the enemies at bunkers as well.
So you just hear, yeah, the same guy.
And it's really funny because it doesn't sound authentic when whatever he's saying, it doesn't sound authentic. So they should get some proper voice actors.
Oh, I thought you meant he don't sound authentic, as in like he's saying it so because he's working for the Nine Tails or whatever. And he's like,
No, it's like I can't remember what line he says, but when he says it, you just start laughing. You're thinking, "No way." You know, if he said that to me like that in that kind of accent, I wouldn't take him seriously. But yeah, I remember his voice from the bunkers. So that's weird. So I'm gonna dump everything I've got here. If I've got a, let me see. Let me see. I want container. I've got a load of ones. Eight. And these salvage skull containers, fucking went and bought the salvage skull container pack, and then it came up at a price for Pirate Week, so I got fucking double. Like fuck.
so like, they gave it out. As like a prize. Okay, yeah.
So for Pirate Week, you know the treasure hunt. You go on a treasure hunt and
Look for the helmet.
yeah, I mean it was this year. It was overly fucking complicated. The code was a mixture of about 5 different fucking elements that were all over the all over the place. So, you know, it took quite a while for people to crack it. And I was talking to some friends about it, and I'm saying, look, you know, I don't mind a bit of fun. But what CIG did was basically you had to spend, a lot of people had to spend all day, every fucking day, for about 2 weeks to get anywhere near to cracking this fucking code. And when they finally managed it, and it was a large group of people, when they finally managed it, I was just shaking my head thinking there is no fucking way I would have ever got anywhere close to getting that code together. I don't even know where half of it came from. But somebody published it on, I think it was Reddit, and said, here's the code, just put it into the page and click submit and you'll get the reward. And that's basically all I did. But it was so complicated and drawn out that it wasn't really worth the fucking prize. You'd think they were giving away a $300 fucking ship for the time and effort that you'd be putting in. And no, they're giving away some fucking containers which were, I don't know how much they were, $12 or something.
Yep. 30 Canadian for me or whatever.
Yeah,
Basically.
yeah. Really not worth the time and effort you had to invest to fucking get them. You know.
I feel about Referral as well.
Yeah.
Every interaction I've had with it has not been good.
Right. I mean, there are things like I was really surprised when I first started looking at the Spirit, the C1 Spirit, and it was like £125. I don't know how many dollars that is, but it's £125, and I thought to myself, really? I would have expected this to be about 200. You know, given that it's what is it, 32 SCU?
So much cargo and.
Oh no, it's 64 SCU. You know, it's two pilot and a co-pilot. You've got a turret. You've got on-board storage. You've got fucking all sorts of stuff on the Spirit, and it's only 120 compared to the. You've got so much more on the Spirit than the Cutlass Black, and the Cutlass Black is at 110. And I just thought,
that
yeah,
just putting more into the ships, right? Like the smaller ships. Like just look at that new Drake ship. I don't know what it is. The one with the big wings. Like that has everything, and it's so cheap.
the Clipper,
The Clipper, and that's what it's called.
right?
It has a crafting grid supposedly, which
Yep.
I imagine you'll be able to make ammo. I don't imagine much bigger than ammo.
Yeah.
Like guns,
Yeah.
personal weapons, but it has like a pretty big cargo bay for its size, and even a medical bay. Like that's ridiculous, and it's pretty cheap.
Yeah.
I feel like Sig's mentality is changing with the ships a bit because they realize that.
Well,
I don't know.
I'm not of the opinion that a ship must do everything. You know, I know some people want the ships to do as much as possible. I mean, I was surprised with the Asgard. I was looking at the Asgard in comparison to other ships. Now I've got an Andromeda, and I've got an Asgard, and the Andromeda is a fucking gunship, a missile boat, and the Asgard is a dropship. Knowing what I know about military vehicles and the roles and why they designed the way they are, it doesn't. There's no fucking universe in existence that would legitimize having a gunship fuel capacity larger than a dropship.
Transport or a drop ship. Yeah, exactly.
Well, you use the correct word, transporter. because transporters, they can, they either go 6 kilometres or they go 6,000 kilometres. And sometimes, like the Chinook, for example, the Chinook, I think it has an operational range of just under 1,000 kilometres. And correct me if I'm wrong on this, quote me the correct figures, but what they do is they add external tanks, the external fuel tanks, increasing that fucking range to several thousand kilometres.
They can drop off.
6 or 7,000 kilometres, I think you can get out of a Chinook, which will take you from one side of the US and back a couple of times. It's a phenomenal fucking range, and that's what they do. Transporters are not fucking set in stone, but you would never have a fucking gunship, missile, aircraft, boat or anything that was able to exceed the distance of a fucking transporter. The only thing that exceeds transporters is long-range fucking bombers.
Yeah, because they have purpose to go far.
Yep.
I was looking at the Asgard the other day versus the reason I take the Caterpillar everywhere in Nix. It's just because of the fact that it has so much fuel. You would expect the Asgard to have more.
Yeah.
With the best quantum drive for this range, you're going slow. It still can only go across Nix twice.
Yeah. So I raised this as a point on in Evo chat, and I said, why on earth is the Asgard less than half the fuel capacity of the Andromeda? And somebody piped up, I'm not going to name names because it's a bit embarrassing. He says, you're just pissed off because you've bought a ship and then found out that there's something else that's better. And I thought, here we go, fucking another pissing contest. And I said to him, well, actually, I own both ships. I own the Andromeda and the Asgard. So your argument doesn't tally. It doesn't make sense. And then he fucking found another reason. I can't remember what he said after that, but it was another reason. So I snapped at him. And I said, look, I'm just fucking pointing out that dropships, transporters don't have limited fucking fuel because it inhibits their operational range. And when transports are taking ordnance or supplies or hardware or whatever, they need the fucking range. And whether that's by standard or by additional fucking fuel tanks, that's how the military use them. And then came PR Noise, who's he's from California. He's an old school fucking military Air Force mechanic, right? So he comes into the chat and basically backs up everything I fucking said. And then everybody shut up. But I'm thinking, the persistence of these fucking idiots to say whatever they like because they want to believe that they're fucking right, without evidence, without substantiation, without any kind of corroboration with facts or anything. And then I get this jumped up little prick telling me I'm butthurt because I've bought a ship that's not as good as another ship.
Yeah, because this dude's like, oh, I bought this ship on
Yeah. He's treating other people with the same fucking standards as what he treats himself. So, yeah, just bear with me.
Like, one reason I could think that Kanye has more is like because SIG doesn't make sense and gives every exploration ship a ridiculous amount of fuel. Maybe they give
Yeah, but the Andromeda's not. The what do they call it? The one that I never care about.
the rounded glass one, yeah.
Yeah, That one.
I don't know if it's balanced between variants, is what I meant. Maybe they didn't do that. But yeah, I agree. They should definitely. Yeah, it doesn't make sense that it has so much fuel.
The one thing that made me laugh as well is I took the Shiv, I rented the Shiv, and I took it to Nick's. And I set off from Hurston, and I got to Nick's Gateway, and I was just about to go through the wormhole, and it came up, not enough fuel, and I needed something like, I was 0.2 short of whatever I needed. So I had to fly all the way back to the fucking station, refuel, and then jump through the wormhole again. And I thought, this isn't fun. You know, it's putting somebody through a fucking hardship for the sake of it, when they don't give these ships enough fuel capacity to make trips like that.
Everything in Nix is like that. Every mission wants you to fly like 20 gigameters,
Yeah.
30 gigameters.
Yeah.
So when you're finished one patrol mission, you flew 90 gigameters, and you probably had to stop for fuel.
Yeah.
Flying the way, or whatever.
You know, so instead of, if somebody says, can you come to Nick's quickly? You say, oh, well, yeah, I'll make it as quick as I can, but I'm going to have to stop off and refuel a couple of times first. And you think to yourself,
unless you take a cap ship, you don't have enough fuel.
Yeah.
In one trip. This don't make sense.
yeah, it doesn't. It fucking doesn't. And that's what I'm complaining about. Why doesn't it make sense? Why do these people who make decisions at CIG make the worst decisions that you could make?
Like, I had the Starfare because Sig before Pyro came out was like, you're gonna need a Starfare, you're gonna need a Liberator. That's when it came out in the pledge sale.
Yeah.
Like on Star Citizen Live, talking about how you're gonna need a refueling ship, you're gonna need a transport ship.
Yeah.
And then they extended the fuel of all the ships, which I was fine with, but they just need to change the mechanic of the Starfare or something, make it more useful. Like the docking mechanic, I think that it should be like how you park the whole sea into like a box, and you can just request refuel or something from that.
Right.
It just seems so unhandy to try and request to meet up with like.
Oh, doesn't it?
I don't know.
It's like a friend of mine, I've mentioned him earlier, Captain Chameleon. He's a family man. He's got a wife, kids, fucking full-time job. On the odd occasion, he loves Star Citizen. He loves playing Star Citizen. But on the odd occasion, he'll say to me, I've got an hour or two spare this weekend. Do you want to log into Star Citizen and do something? And I always feel sorry for him when he says that, because 1 or 2 hours isn't that much fucking time to get anything done in Star Citizen. Because
you yourself need to have everything pre-prepped.
Yeah.
And be at the location where they're gonna be.
Yeah.
You need to have,
getting things together, getting from A to B. It's not just a case of jump in your ship and go. No, you've got to fucking spend 10, 15 minutes walking from one place to your hangar to then call a ship, which takes another fucking 5 minutes. Another few minutes to get in the ship. Flying to somewhere takes 15 minutes. If you're going to Nix or Pyro, make that 20 minutes to half an hour. So before,
it's like with my brother as well, like he don't have much time to play. So
Yeah.
Like, well, at least now we spawn in the hangar, so we don't have to make the train run.
yeah, that was a fucking joke.
And I always like, if I get him to set his location in my home, so I can drop him armor that I have, subscriber gear or whatever. But like having to make that trek, go back to the shops. Like we need a convenience store up at
Yep.
up at
Yep.
the ASOP place.
Well, Area 18 has a convenience store in the Aesop area. New Babbage has a convenience store in the same area as Aesop. Orison has a convenience store sort of on the way to the rental place from Aesop. They've also got Whammers at McElroy's, or is it Elroy's, or whatever they call it. You know, they've got plenty going on at Orison. What has Hurston got? Fuck all.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, they got that Benny's machine that don't work, don't they?
Yeah, they've got absolutely fuck all. If you want to drink, you've got to go all the way back to Tanami and Sons, which means a train ride. Right? There's no fucking way.
I know, it's bad.
There's no fucking way to get a bottle of anything unless somebody's dropped it. And it's annoying.
Kelto terminal. A Kelto terminal at every ASOP place.
Yeah.
Just like it don't even need to have good guns, because like if you get like your buddy on and he only has 2 hours, he can pick up a C54 SMG at the shop.
Yeah.
Good enough, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Absolutely. But no, we don't think of that shit. You know, we spend 18 months redesigning fucking Lawville into Lawville Mark II, spending countless number of man hours and resources, not to mention finances, and then don't even put a convenience shop in the starport.
They didn't change the ASOP though, did they? I don't
Nope.
I thought the room was the same.
Yep.
Where they, yeah.
I mean, it beggars belief, it really fucking does. And they'll do it again. They'll redesign it again when, you know, it's a perpetual cycle. It's like, you'll know Paul Hogan. You know the comedian Paul Hogan?
I don't, I'm bad with names, so maybe.
You know Crocodile Dundee movies?
Oh, yeah.
The guy who played Crocodile Dundee, that's Paul Hogan.
Okay.
Now, before he became famous, he had a job painting the Sydney Harbour Bridge. He was one of the guys that painted it. And he said it was a constant job, because by the time you'd started at one end and painted it to the other end, by the time you'd done that, it was time to start again. So it was a perpetual job. And
SIG is doing for sure, isn't it?
yeah, and that's exactly what I think CIG's doing. Except that it's not for necessity, it's out of a need to do something that seems productive when it's not absolutely necessary.
They needed to think through, okay, if this is going to be an MMO space, what is all the necessities we're going to need
Yeah.
at this place? Like,
Yeah,
they
yeah,
needed to do that. Remember, when was that? Was that a couple of years ago, where they had those, on Star Citizen Live, they showed off those kits you could buy that would come with ammo, armor, all that stuff. It would all, like be done kits you could buy on the store. It was not supposed to be AUEC items. It was supposed to be like quick for your guys to hop on, like buy a crate that comes with a weapon, ammo, attachments. Buy like a crate that comes with a full set of armor. It was supposed to come with that, like kits. Never heard talk of that either. That would have actually made it a lot easier.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with what you're talking about there, mate.
When they announced that Pyro multi-tool that opens up in that box and it like slides out and there's like a multi-tool with the attachments in it,
Yeah.
they were talking about that in Star Citizen Live, but making other armor sets and weapons and stuff in those crates.
Oh, right. So sorry, it was it was an idea, a concept.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm thinking it was something that was implemented in game. I'm thinking I don't remember that.
Oh, sorry.
yeah.
The only thing that got implemented was the Pyro multi-tool release
Right.
box, which was
Right. Yeah. No, I haven't heard anything more about that at all. But what I am going to do is I am going to go make another coffee and be right back in a couple of minutes. So be right back.
Yep, that sounds like a plan. I might do the same thing.
Okay, mate.
Maybe.
And we're back, right. So, let us go in search of the Luminalia gift boxes. And I wonder why there's only teaser spaceport or large hangar buttons available in the elevator. Let me yeah. Is there nowhere else to go? Right, don't you get medium hangar or small hangar or anything like that?
Back now, sorry.
Welcome back, mate.
What'd you say about a hangar?
I've only got large hangar and teaser spaceport options available
If this
because,
is your home, you'd have a different one, but if you, yeah,
well, you don't get the option. You only get the large hangar and nothing else. So, strange. But,
it's the game that, I guess, where you already have a hangar, right?
yeah. I'm now on the hunt for the, I'm now on the hunt for the gift boxes.
Are they just everywhere in the city?
Well, they're at certain places, but I don't know anybody that's found one yet. And I'm kind of hoping on this server, because it's low population. I'm hoping that there's going to be some, but looks like a fucking tin of beans and it's a drinks can. So yeah, I mean, I used to know where all
It's
the
just behind garbage cans.
yeah garbage cans and on in certain areas, you know, on the floor under seats and stuff.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen any on live at all. Not one.
When did the Luminalia start?
Yesterday.
Because, oh, yesterday.
Yesterday at 4 p.m. UTC.
Okay, I must have hopped off before that.
Yeah.
Because I was playing yesterday.
Yeah. Well, at least the new deal guy's here. Hey, new deal. Hey. Want to buy a ship? New deal. He's got a really cool voice.
Yep. People in Cousin Crows do too, but they don't hear them talk much.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you've got any ideas of where I should fucking look for these boxes, I mean, they used to be behind counters, on fucking shelves, anywhere.
I'm gonna land at Area 18.
Okay.
I've been landed on a building in the hot tub this entire time while I'm talking to you, but I will go land at Area 18 and see what's in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Have you had your audio clip and the game crash?
No, my audio's been fine. I have read about it. I've read other people talking about the audio problems, but not suffered it myself.
think it might only be multi-crew ships, and any time we're like in a big group, in a big like either the Hammerhead, the Perseus, the Idris,
Yeah.
anything like that, everybody
Yeah.
starts getting the game crash at the same time.
Right. That's really strange.
It is. So it must be for sure multi-crew then, because I haven't had it happen at all in my Connie right now. I've been like messing around for
Yeah.
hours. In my Caterpillar too.
Yeah, can't say I've come across any issues with audio. It's excuse me. It's all been great, but yeah, I know some other people have had serious problems. One guy is he crashed. What was he doing? His game client crashed, and then he was unable to log in. I can't remember exactly what the problem was, but it was all around the global database issue thing. Poor bastard.
Yeah.
He just crashed at the wrong time.
I guess it's like the cargo boxes as the server crashes. It just lost them.
Yeah.
Lost his, yeah.
Mm. Oh yeah, it never works in your favour. It's always against you.
That's why I was so surprised when the server recovery actually
Yeah.
fixed the mission. The other
Yeah.
day.
Yeah. Right. Well. Oh, there's a bottle of cruise over here, which I'm going to rob. Do you know about the infinite cruise glitch?
Yeah, where you drop the 2 bottles or whatever.
Well, I found out this IAE that if you've got 2 bottles of empty bottles of cruise or water, you can turn them into full bottles just by manipulation of dropping them. But I've only got one here, so I think 3 bottles, not 2 bottles. 3 bottles you can turn them all into full bottles. With 2 bottles you can turn one into a full bottle, but you've got to keep repeating it. Like this is an empty bottle, right? So
Yep.
I right click on a stack of bottles in my inventory and carry, and then close my inventory and open it again, and I've now got 3 empty bottles where one of those should be empty, and that
Oh, I see. It put it into the stack.
put it
Yeah.
into the stack. So I've now got 4 full bottles, and as long as you've got a stack of 2 or
That
more
with
bottles,
Quantanium water? Have you ever found Quantanium water?
no,
It glows blue, like very bright blue. Like
really,
I had HDR on and my eyes like hurt when I drank it because it put it up to my face.
wow.
Yeah, so I found 3 of those. So if that works on that, that would actually be it.
Yeah, it might do. It might do. You'll have to test it. I know it works on water and cruise, not on smoothies.
Oh, I see. So maybe it might not work.
Yeah.
Or hopefully it do, because they're incredibly rare. Like I only found like a few of them in the ASD sites and in Parga.
Yeah.
The testing zone.
Yeah, you can't duplicate stuff with that though, so
I just want to drink it. I
Yeah.
just want to drink it. That's all. I wish I could fill it up somehow.
well, you never know. It might work out doing it that way. But I am
I
not.
don't see anything here at Artcorp. I've been looking around. Right?
Yeah. Uh,
Imagine it'll be another week and a half before that patch is forced upon us. So,
you think?
I don't. Well, I'm hoping it'll get a bit more polished.
Yeah.
Hoping, Saga. I'm really hoping. From what I read about it, it's not. People, I tried it. I didn't like it. I don't
Yeah,
like it.
yeah.
There's another guy looking around here too. I do wonder if he found anything.
Ask him.
Probably not.
Did you find any gift boxes? If not, I'm gonna fucking blow your brains out, you bastard. Yeah. I don't know if it's working yet, mate. We might completely be wasting our time here.
It's just something to do to look around, anyways, to test it. We gotta test these things.
Yeah.
It wouldn't tell us if it was working or not.
Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Say again, sorry, I sang over you.
But no, it's okay. They could be like the turtles. Turtles only spawn once per server. First initially.
No, that's not how I remember it. They used to respawn. This is how it used to be, right? I would start off at the ASOP here, you know, where the elevators to the hangars are, and I would go through the entire spaceport. Then I'd get on the train to Hurston and go around Hurston, picking up all the packages there, and then I'd come back on the train, and by the time I'd arrived back, I could start looting again.
That's
Do you
how
know
it
what
used to be for me too back before 4.0. I'm just worried since 4.0
they've changed it? Maybe. I mean, this server is pretty fucking dead, as
we
in
can try
terms.
hopping to see if it would make a difference, but you'd think the did one would have more chance of packages, but
Yeah. Oh, you've already asked. Good.
I did, but
No answer.
no answer. You were just talking to the squadron and stuff in chat. I just seen your message in chat.
Yeah.
That might get their attention. Maybe I wasn't, I didn't put on enough of a, performance with my question to get noticed.
I don't know. Sometimes you've got to be outrageous
Yeah.
and provocative. Maybe a
I
little.
don't think it's. I think it's the younger generation that's playing because the space dads and stuff. I don't feel like there's many playing much more.
Could be right.
Like all the missions and stuff we used to do is not in the game, and then everything is go to a place where you're gonna get shot at and pick up a package. Obviously, you didn't get shot going to that place, to be honest.
Yeah. I'm a boyfriend and still no. I really want to say, because Jadzir asked half an hour ago, and none of you ignorant cunts cared enough to answer him.
It's okay. I'm fine with I understand that everybody is just. There's a lot of people here in the Arcport Tower.
Really?
Well, NPCs, it's overspan. Or everybody's just consolidated at the top.
What the fuck does that even mean? There's no punctuation or grammar in that fucking sentence from Shadow Walker. I'm trying to translate it and decipher it. I don't know what it fucking says. I don't know what he's getting at. The words are on the screen. It's just not fucking making sense to me. It might as well be written in fucking Arabic or something.
He's like, what is the core? He's like, is it talking about the PU? But then he's talking later about how Squadron 4, they're working on Squadron 42 and the assets, but now he's talking, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Hang on. I will have to...
Never seen that one before, Zaga, I guess.
What? Eating your family and not using commas. 3 best things in life.
Makes a good point because, you know.
It's just education, mate. It's just something I picked up from somewhere. I can't even fucking remember where it was. But you know, you go through life, you pick all these little idioms up from other people, and you store them away for future reference. And when you get a fucking sentence like that, no, that has been caused since the get-go. PU has been secondary. They said they are moving assets and fine-tuning things in 42. Some of the ships we have now is from 42 assets. They are just focusing. I'm fucking having to take several breaths while I'm saying this. Focusing on more PU since 42 is coming closer to completion. There's not a comma or a full stop or a fucking circumflex or anything in there. There's nothing.
His spelling as well. It's just.
You mean spelling?
Cliche.
His spelling's bad. What? His spelling's bad. What does that mean? I don't know. About as much of what he fucking means when he's writing shit like that. I'm blocking off any arguments that rushing the release will make it bad. Okay, what do you mean from here? Because it can't get much fucking worse than what it already is.
Somehow, my global chat's broken. But I'm not seeing all the messages that you are on your screen.
Really?
Yep. I am at Art Court, but that shouldn't make that much.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's just good to sit back and laugh at global chat. I usually fucking turn it off. The first thing I do when I log in. Maybe I'll get out of bed first, or whatever. But very close to the first thing I do is shutting global chat down. Except on, go on.
Like usually if there's like no event or anything running, I for sure have it closed. I need to know what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah. I'll only keep it open if it's like an Evo dedicated test.
Oh yeah, for sure. Anything on Evo servers, it's a bit more manageable.
Yeah, but I mean, even that now is the same as everywhere else. There's that many fuckwits. Hey, she looks kind of nice. Looks better from behind. There's that many fuckwits have joined Eva Carty now that it's just the same as everywhere else. You can't tell the fucking difference. They're going about the fucking ships. They're going about things not fucking working how they'd like them to. They talk about their aspirations and dreams for the future. We're here to fucking test. And if you want to talk about the size of your fleet, go in concierge. You know, if you wanted to...
I've never been a person that just posts their fleet pictures. I don't.
Oh, do you know...
Is it self-aggrandizing or whatever? I don't.
Yeah, well, a friend of mine, this is funny as fuck, I hope he's not listening. Friend of mine, he became concierge and didn't fucking realise it. He was a lot closer to becoming concierge than he thought. So he spent, I don't know, a not a significant amount of money, like $40 or something, or whatever it was. And he became concierge, and then he realised, and he was asking me all these questions. What do I get? You know, what perks is there? And blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, mate, you're going to be really fucking sadly disappointed. You know, you don't get fuck all. You get a pat on the back and told to spend more money.
Remember, we were supposed to get that cool bar in Orson and the one that's in Lorville as well.
Yes, right.
Yeah.
Where did that go?
I don't know. I'm sure that would have been a better use of the developers' time to rework in the areas that.
Well, maybe. You know, maybe, but I mean, look at what you get. If what do you have to spend? Is it the VIP fucking bar chairman's club thing?
Invite one, the one at the top of Area 18 Tower.
Oh, the one in Maria Pure of Heart in Lawville, or to the right. If you come out of Aesop in the August Dunlow Starport in Orison, if you come out of Aesop and turn right and go right to the end, there's the Chairman's Club VIP fucking lounge there as well.
That's what I was thinking about first.
Yeah. And I've seen pictures of that, and I'm thinking, fucking hell, is that all they give you for spending like $15,000 fucking dollars?
It'd just be nice to be able to go there, and it would be free food and drink for your squad mates or something, like to be able to go in and just
I mean, anybody, if I had a company and somebody was spending that amount of money, I'd get on the fucking phone to them and speak to them personally and say thank you.
Well, you've seen how it used to be back in the day with the old, what was it, the CD, whatever it is, the Games Con that Chris was at. Like, he talked to everybody at every convention, basically, that was big funders. And I guess everything moved away from that when the masses... Because you get crazy people, right, in the masses, as we've seen.
Fucking don't you just?
Yeah.
Don't you just, yeah. Jesus. You know, maybe you had a crazy person sort of say, "Can't wait to see you at SitCon, Chris." You know, you'd be like, fucking get the fuck away from me.
Could have been like anything. It could have been death threats or anything.
Well, you get some real weird people these days. But yeah, it's just, I think for the longest time, you don't have any standard to tell you what's good and what's bad to spend your money on. You know, you want to go out and buy a new motorcycle, do it. You want to go out and buy a fucking guitar that costs more than your motorcycle, do it. If you can afford it, it's your money, you do what you want with it.
Yeah.
You know, as long as you're able to feed yourself and those you care for, who gives a fuck what you do with your money? You know, you pay your bills, you pay your taxes. Nobody can tell you what you do with it. So you want to spend $100,000 on fucking Star Citizen, spend it. If that's what you want to do.
I just feel like there's it's been a lot less support for concierge though, like lately. So, but maybe it would be different if you did spend the 100,000. I would hope if you would actually get support.
It seems that way. I mean, when I first became concierge, you know, I got my own concierge manager. Really invested in solving problems. Did have a few problems I needed help with, and it got done really quickly.
That's how it was with me too. Like I had a ship that I pledged for that wasn't in my ASAP terminal, and
Right.
they basically removed it and re-added it to my account and kept my insurance and everything, and it worked basically.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nowadays, well, there was some problem I had that I can't remember, but it took like 2 weeks to get a reply.
Fuck me, 2 weeks.
Yeah, it was a billing question related to one of the ships buying a ship or something as well.
Jesus, 2 weeks.
Yeah, like actually 2 weeks.
I mean, the last ticket I submitted, it took them 20 hours to reply.
Like I'm 90-something% of the way to getting the F8C, which is don't know what level that is. That should be enough to get a reply, I thought.
Mate, I don't even know. Wait a minute.
I'm just trying to log into the website. I'm just
Yeah, Star Citizen, and it's going to be right. Concierge levels and rewards. Excuse me.
we changed the website a lot. There we go.
Grand Admiral.
I'm 90% of the way to win Commander.
Right.
Which is what? Which is what? How much is
Yeah, that's 10,000. So, I mean, I'm not even a quarter of the way there yet. I'm not even Grand Admiral yet.
Blame my brother. My brother's like, oh, I really like this ship. Why don't you have this ship? I'm just like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sort of not. I'm maybe 90% to Grand Admiral. I don't buy a lot of ships. I buy what I need or what I want.
Yeah, I buy what me and my friends use and like org ships basically that we would personally use. Like, I don't own an Idris. I use one of my friends' Idrises and we try our best to fill it. But it's
Yeah.
not really,
Yeah.
I'd never be able to fill an Idris. Is why I would never buy one.
Yeah.
How do I look at how much the reward? Like, where's that to?
On your billing page in your hangar.
In the actual hangar, okay.
Yeah, you go to settings and then billing and whatever it's called, and it'll tell you how much you've spent.
I don't know if I want to know. But yeah.
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 But
Imagine
where am I now?
I don't really want to get it. I don't really want to get the next thing.
No, it's a goal, but you know, it's entirely up to you. It's fucking your
That's why I
choice.
melted. Like, I have that many ships, I just melt off that. I really didn't. I don't foresee myself ever using with
Yeah,
friends or anything like that.
yeah.
That's what I've been doing.
I mean, it's how people do things sometimes. You know, I don't see. To me, I don't see any point in melting something that I'm going to use or need. Like I've got a medical Pisces and a medical Ursa, both of which I hardly fucking use.
I feel that too,
And I
but
bought,
sometimes the Ursa is useful if you're playing with somebody and they need a
yeah,
something.
but like I'll put the Ursa in the Andromeda, and then I've got a fucking ship with a med bed,
Freeze fan, or yeah, mid-bid is
you
it's really
know,
nice.
yeah,
I kept my Terrapin medical just because like I use it from time to time with bunker missions.
yeah.
Like everybody pulls in like a clown car and it looks a bit hilarious, but it gets the job done. And
Isn't
I
the
actually like it.
Terrapin, isn't that a tier 2 med bed?
I have no idea. They changed the mid bids. They need gel now. Since I came back
Yeah,
like after my working or whatever, it's just yeah.
yeah. They need med gel. Which that we had a massive discussion about that in Evo chat because that was going wrong. You know, that was getting silly, and I thought to myself at the time, who in the right fucking mind would decide such things? You know, who would make Medgel 100,000 credits per Medgel pack? That's like outpricing yourself of buying it.
Yeah, I was thinking that it would be lootable when I started playing. I was like,
Yeah,
oh, okay. I thought that you could get it from all places, anywhere basically, because
yeah,
anywhere is gonna have that. You would expect, but apparently not.
yeah. Well, I mean, mate, you and me are reading from the same fucking page here. That we're scratching our heads and thinking, what the fuck's going on? We're not alone. There's a lot of people think the same thing, and who knows? CIG don't say anything, so you can't sort of say, well, it's this person or that department because we never fucking find out.
Yeah, they've been so quiet. Even since 4.0 came out, we had like
Oh,
five Star Citizen
before that,
updates or
mate.
something.
Well before that.
It just yeah,
Excuse
that's
me.
true.
I mean, I've got to be honest, right? I've played on and off throughout the years since fucking 2014 or whatever. And when the demos came out, I have a mate in Germany, and he got hold of me and said, "Oh, the demo's out. Do you want to try this out?" We'd go try the demo out. I was very unimpressed. You know, he's there. Oh, it's fucking great. It's, you know, you can see this, you can do that, and I'm like, yeah, well, it looks great. You know, you can walk around. You can't fly any ships. You can just walk around a hangar, open a door. It looks absolutely fantastic, but that's all you're gonna. That's all you can do. I can do more in fucking Grand Theft Auto Vice City or whatever it was back then. Oh no, it was San Andreas back then. But you know, until
Interactability, everything was just eye candy.
yeah, and then I think it was about 2016 when the flight demo came out. You know, when you were in a ship and you spawned in the cockpit and you flew around and did a bit, and then that was it.
Yeah, the one where you were just at Crusader, or well, it was just the image of Crusader or
Yeah, you couldn't get out of the ship. You couldn't do anything. And I remember saying to my mate, "This looks exactly like fucking Wing Commander." You know, I remember playing the Wing Commander games 20 fucking years ago, and it was the same as this. Even the layout of the cockpit is the same.
Stuff, yeah. I
Um,
actually think the older UI was a bit better in certain aspects.
yeah, yeah. So, yeah, up to about 2016, 2017, that's all I did. I wasn't part of the, you know, the social media following. I pretty much stayed away from it as much as I fucking could, and then up to about, I don't know, 2021 or 22. I can't remember when it was, but a mate of mine said to me, "Oh, I've just started playing Star Citizen," and I said, "Oh yeah, I fucking got that. I just don't bother with it." "Oh, you want to get into it? It's really good." And I thought, yeah, after all these fucking years, I wonder what it's like now. And
It did change a lot compared to the Hangar module.
yes, it did. So I started playing it, and you know, I thought, yeah, this is good. This is really good compared to what it used to be. You could do a lot more. Yes, there were a lot of crashes, but you know, it was an alpha and it was still in development. And I'm actually thinking, fucking hell, it must be nearly finished now. You know, it's been in development like however many years it was.
6 years or whatever it was.
Yeah, you know, um, it must be nearly complete now. They must be holding everything back and pushing it out at the last minute, kind of thing. But they're not. And now
Sort of like they were saying the Pyro system was complete back a few years ago, and then the Pyro system comes out and they didn't have anything.
yeah, but the economy. They talked about the economy like it was a living, breathing fucking entity that was in effect. And then the guy that was just dealing with the economy fucking quits and goes to work elsewhere.
Was it Tony, or was it a different dude before him?
What's his full name?
I just know he goes by Tony Z. Was the dude who worked for Sig's economy team who made Quanta.
Let me look it up. Let me look it up.
Yep, just to be accurate.
Yeah, that's him. Tony Zurovec.
Yeah, I'm not good with names, so Tony.
He held the title of Game Director Emeritus, and he was the lead developer behind the ambitious Quanta system, which is intended to be a persistent background simulation of the in-game economy and population.
Yeah. But we never heard anything about that in years.
Well, let me just. I'm reading now.
But my problem is the player economy is broken. Maybe not even the NPCs. Like, what are we gonna do with the players that have billions?
I mean, look at the fucking people that have the very key pillars of the project that have left. You know, you got Todd Pape, who left. What was that, like fucking January or February 2024?
Yeah.
And that wasn't due to any fucking layoffs. You know, they just fucking.
Was he the guy who said he didn't want to do the return to work and he wanted? He was working at home or something.
Don't
There was
know.
a few people that Sig had to. somebody made a blog post, one of the SIG employees, saying that it wasn't at a bad, didn't leave in a bad way. It's just they wanted everybody to return to office or something. But maybe the other guy you were talking about, maybe they did let him go. But yeah.
Who, Tony Zurek? Zurek.
Well, the other guy you were talking about, sorry.
Todd Pape.
Yeah, Todd Pappy, yeah. Maybe he did leave because
Well,
maybe he did get let go, but I do know that somebody left. Oh no, I'm supposed to protect this dude. It's an Aurora. The person we're paying you to protect. Buddy, I'm trying. It's an Aurora. He's dead. I dropped the ball on this one guy. Apparently I failed to protect an Aurora from 5 ships.
I mean, Todd Pape, what I'm reading, this was on the 24th of February from the back of a YouTube video, and it says oh no, this is complete speculation. I'm not even going to fucking bother reading it out. I'm reading through it to see where he's getting his source from, and he says, this is my speculation. I'm like, right, fuck off. I don't want your speculation. I could fucking make it up myself if I wanted to.
All we know is that he posts on his LinkedIn, it seems.
Yeah, I've seen that. Camerel's done a video on it as well, but
He was the one that did the flight model, or wanted the idea of the...
he was the director of the live shit, was Todd Pape.
Okay, yep.
But this says that Todd Pape left due to restructuring. A small number of positions were eliminated, and Todd Pape was one of the key fucking figures, and I can't believe for a minute that they didn't offer him somewhere else in the company.
Exactly.
You know, when you've got somebody that valuable and that key to your progress and success, you don't let them go. So my knowledge and experience in big corporations is, you do something that pisses the bosses off and you're fucking out.
Yeah.
Or you do something that isn't in line with expectations and you're fucking gone. My last job was like that. The line manager, he wasn't the manager, he was the next one down. He was best buddies with the manager, and he was a closet fucking drug user, and the company had zero tolerance policy on drug and alcohol use, and he used to come in the morning stoned out of his fucking mind, and everybody was so nice and so professional that they overlooked it. And, you know, he'd say, oh, I had a bad night, so I've only had 2 or 3 hours sleep, you know, because my girlfriend was ill or whatever. No, it's because he's been fucking doing bongs or chasing the fucking dragon or whatever before he came to work. And nobody batted a fucking eyelid. Everybody believed him.
Yeah, well, that's... Yeah.
You know, and I don't do dishonest people. I really don't like dishonest people. If
they were just covering for him? Or
No.
Actually...
These people were fucking genuine professionals, and you know, they would extend every courtesy to anybody for any or no
At
reason.
least, yeah, because they had no reason to believe he was lying.
Yes, why make problems, you know?
No, yeah, that's fair. That makes sense.
And he said something one day which was completely untrue, and I laughed and said, "But that's not true." You know, it was about company policy and documentation and how we must uphold it. And I laughed and said, "Well, people haven't been upholding what you say is company policy because the documentation is in such a mess. Now, is this policy written down anywhere that I can read it?" And he fucking snapped at me. This was on a conference call. "I haven't got time for this. And you're asking stupid questions. And we've only got so much time to get this done, so I suggest you come and see me later if you really need to." And I fucking did. I said, "Look, you're going to quote company's policy to me." And I thought I'd been given every company policy there is in a big fucking folder 3 inches thick. I said, "And that's not in it." He fucking hated me from that point because he'd bullshitted about, he wanted us to do something based on a set of rules and regulations that didn't exist, that he wanted us to believe that was the fucking law of the company. And he was just making shit up. And I genuinely wanted to see this in black and white because I don't trust anybody to fucking, maybe if it was a director or a senior manager, then yeah. But some dickhead who comes in stoned off his fucking mind every morning, I didn't trust him. So if he's telling me that it's company policy, and I'm saying I need proof,
Just a power trip.
show me the fucking receipts. And because I asked him that, he lost his fucking rag with me. And I joked about it afterwards, and I says, "Don't worry, I'm not going to get HR involved." And that really pissed him off because he realised I had fucking witnesses on that conference call, and if I got HR involved, he'd be in real deep shit. So what do you think he did about that?
He made up shit to get you let go or something.
Yep. My contract didn't fucking last very long after that. In fact, I started getting requests from the manager to do more and more and more and more. And up until that point, work had been great and we'd all been getting along fine. And then suddenly, I started getting requests. "I want you to do this." And I said, "But I'm already doing 5 or 6 things and the other people are doing 2 or 3 things. Could you not give it to somebody else?" "No, I want you to do it." "Is there any reason for this?" "Well, I think you're better suited for the task than anybody else." And then he brought another fucking manager from another department in, making requests about some fucking Trello integration or whatever it was. So I had that on my fucking plate, except this manager wasn't telling me what he wanted. He wanted something setting up so that people were all in groups and had the roles and could do this and the other for support desk. But it was left to me to fucking make this work, and I wasn't in a position where I could make that decision. So I needed somebody in a higher level of authority within the company to make that decision. I couldn't get hold of this fucking manager for love nor money. I collared him one day in front of the director and my manager and said, "Look, I've been trying to get hold of you for 2 fucking weeks. Why is it too difficult? Why is it so difficult to get hold of you?" And he even dodged that one. So they used that as a reason for me not performing. "You're not performing to expectations, and here's a list of reasons why." And I'm like, "Yeah."
You can go to the labor board or something about that, right?
Well, basically, they'd gone to HR, and HR had, given me the spiel, we're here for you, not for the company, but you're employed by the company, so give me that fucking shit.
Typical, honestly.
They give me all the spiel, made it look like it was my fault. I didn't give a fuck. I wanted out of that company. It was fucking... You had to sign an NDA just to go to the fucking toilet. You know, it was so... They were so far up the fucking arse about absolutely everything. In fact, a mate of mine, right, worked not so far away from where the offices were, and we met up one day at lunchtime. We met up outside. It was fucking freezing. We had a chat, and I went back in, and I went back inside to the offices. For the rest of the day and some time afterwards, they were sort of treating me with a bit of suspicion because I might have been... Yeah, I might have been talking about things I shouldn't have been talking about, or, you know, that kind of stupid fucking carry on. Now, we did have government contracts with the UK and US government, but it wasn't like fucking CIA level or military level. The company did deal in military contracts for the UK and US governments, but the department I was involved in didn't.
Yeah, so it's just citizenship.
You know, I mean, I've worked at other fucking companies that that had some pretty serious fucking stuff going on. That if you mentioned it to anybody, they'd put you in jail for 10 years or whatever. But, you know, I was just so fucking relieved when they said, we're going to extend your contract for another 2 months to see if you can get on top of what we need you to be on top of. And I'm thinking, right, so in another 2 months I'm going to be free. And lo and behold, within those 2 months they piled on a load more fucking work. And of course we had meetings with HR. And at one of these meetings, you know, I said, you're saying that I'm not working on meeting expectations, but you're giving me things that cannot be achieved. You know, and I read out this fucking list of things that I've been given to do. 3 or 4 things that weren't achievable. And even HR had to fucking admit that they shouldn't be on the list. So what happened at the next meeting? Those 3 or 4 items were taken off, and 3 or 4 other items that weren't achievable were added.
We're just making it.
Yeah. And I said to him at the final and last meeting, I just said, thank you for giving me the opportunity to work with some really great people. You know, I wanted to be out of there. I wanted to be out of there as soon as fucking possible. I almost fucking danced out of that office. And on the final day, I had a works phone, works laptop, various other fucking bits and bobs. And I had to be frog marched by security and my manager down to the, I don't know what you call it. It's like an office where they deal with all the hardware. And it's, you know, it's a secure fucking door with bars on the windows and shit like that. And I walked into this office and I had to account for every fucking thing I'd ever been given. And I thought to myself, when does this fucking end? You know, I had to sign off on everything. My manager had to sign off on everything. And security watched us like we were about to rob a bank. And I'm like, I'm fucking...
You were some super high level...
Yeah, I'm...
Area 51 or something.
I'm fucking sick of this. I just want to get out of here. You know, I'm fucking sick of it. Basically, I had to give my life up for the company. I was on call 24/7. I think 3 weeks out of 5. You know, one on, or 3 weeks, no, was it 3 weeks out of,
I can't even fucking remember now, but it was, when I first went there, it was 1 week out of 5 weeks where I was on call. Now, excuse me, during the fucking interview, they told me that it was a 6-month probationary contract and nobody in the probationary period would be put on call because they weren't expected to know everything.
Yeah. Immediately one.
And after 3 months of being there, I was on call. I think it was 3 weeks out of 5. And I was having to go to fucking bed with the work phone and laptop on my bedside fucking table in case some cunt rang me up at 2 o'clock in the morning from Australia or wherever. And that really pissed me off. And I had several discussions with the manager, saying this. I was told this at the interview. It's even written down for me. And now you're putting me on call for contracts I've got no knowledge or experience in. And if you don't do this, then it's going to reflect on you as a person, it's going to reflect on your position, and it's going to reflect on us as a company. I'm like, yeah, fucking gaslight me if you like.
Or they let go people, like they just have too much work, like what? Yeah. They expect you to do another person's work, or?
No, everybody who's... See, if you didn't have kids and you weren't married... Or let me put it the opposite way. If you had kids or you were married, you didn't get put on call. Now...
The work culture is different over here in Canada.
Yeah.
So.
I'm that age where I'm fucking too old to be bringing up kids. And fortunately, I've lived with girlfriends many fucking years of my life, but I've never been married. So when I was doing this contract, I had no kids and I wasn't married, so I was ripe for being put on call. And yeah, I just think there was 3 people in our team, which was tier 3 support. 3 people who had no kids and weren't married, and we got fucking lumbered with all the on-call shit.
Yeah.
Except the other 2, they were doing their fucking damnedest to get out of being on call. Like one guy was involved with sysops. He was doing a lot of work for sysops. So they took him off being on call and give it to us, where he was the best guy for being on call because he'd done it for fucking years and years and years. But it was a mess. It was a fucking mess.
It all sounds like a mess. I'm glad you got clear of it, though.
Oh God, yeah. You can imagine, can't you? This is just, excuse me. This is just weighing down on me because it's taken over my life. And if
like you described, sounded really stressful. So
if friends said to me, do you want to come round for a barbecue? Do you want to go out and to a fucking pop concert, or do you want to even go for a beer? I'd say yeah, but I've got to bring my work laptop and phone with me in case I get called. Family back then used to say, do you want to come round? And yeah, but I'll have to bring my fucking work laptop with me in case because I'm on call. And it just took over my fucking life, and I got so sick of it. The money was great. The money was really good. But you got paid for what for what they use you for. They got the money's worth out of you.
That sounds like they did for sure.
Yeah. So I'm not too. I had to pretend that I wasn't happy to be leaving because I was over the fucking moon.
What's the weather like over there? It's currently a blizzard outside. I'm ready to go out and shovel snow soon.
The weather is quite warm today. For let me just see the temperatures. Right, so it's fucking hell. It's kind of 10 degrees Celsius.
Oh wow.
There's no rain forecast until kind of 4 o'clock tomorrow morning, which I guess is going to be like your midnight or something.
It's night for a walk or something. It sounds like.
Yeah. But yeah, it's going to be 9-10 degrees pretty much all day. In fact, it's not. It's going to start getting colder around Christmas. You know, 25th of December, it's going to start getting colder, but it seems to be, the forecast seems to be pretty much stable until then. But we haven't had any real bad weather yet. I think a couple of weeks ago we had a couple of cold days, but it moved on from that. It did
Yeah,
move on
like
from that.
a storm like a week ago, 40 centimeters, but then it got really warm like you were describing.
Yeah, yeah,
It's gone back to a storm again, so
yeah.
gotta shovel because if it sticks around, I'll be ruined.
Yeah, well, I have not found any gift boxes.
I didn't find any in Area 18 either.
None at all, in fact.
And I flew to Lorville and I realized that you were already there, so I
Right, yeah, definitely Lawville. Should we?
I guess they're not on.
So, well, it's what we're looking at. It's 5 hours, just under 5 hours before the second gift on the RSI website on the Luminali calendar, and I'm just wondering what you get from delivering these boxes, or I know the gift boxes you sell them at the trade centre, but what's the point of it? Is it just fun?
Well, they used to be worth like thousands each.
Yes.
They reduced it to like 30.
50.
USD or something. 50. Yeah, it was worthless.
There used to be when I first started collecting them, they were like 1,000 each,
Yeah, yeah.
and then they brought them down to 50 each. I'm like, what the fuck?
A sig makes no sense.
You know, one event per fucking year, and now it's not worth doing because they've drastically reduced the cost of selling the boxes. Same with the envelopes. You know, the Chinese New Year envelopes.
Yep, yep.
Excuse me. They were 1,000, and then they brought them down to 200. And then I think they've come down even more. I'm not sure what they are now, but they're nothing like they used to be.
It doesn't make sense they're balancing.
Nope.
on anything.
It
It's like,
w-
I wanted to restock the Perseus. And it said it was going to cost me like $1 million. The missiles.
Yeah.
and everything. I don't know if SIG's played their game in multi-crew, but you cannot make that kind of money.
I don't think many, if any, of the developers actually play this software. Because if they did, it wouldn't be like it is. If they, you know, if they force themselves to endure some of the shit that we put up with, they'd fucking change it. They would.
Well, the Perseus came out with Nyx, and the Perseus can't dock at Nyx. Just doesn't work.
Right.
But it docks everywhere else. But you would think that the divs would have tried docking to the moon station, but they probably just like spawned it in at the station and flew away.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, you can't, you'd have to be a masochist. You can't sort of look at it objectively and say, oh, well, you know, they've thought about it and this is how it is because it's been considered and debated on, and no, it hasn't. You know, who the fuck is going to make somebody sit in a ship for 30 minutes, fly into a destination that's got no quantum marker? What do they expect them to do in those 30 minutes? What else is there to do in those 30 minutes? Right up to now, the answer is nothing. They're bringing in engineering, and I don't know how that's going to affect things.
I don't know either. I never even got a chance to fix my ship.
But it doesn't look good because they're going to make all the bullshit, silly decisions that they shouldn't even fucking consider making for no fucking reason.
They said it was going to increase the longevity of your ship, but I want to be able to fill up my armor racks in my ship and my weapon racks.
Yeah.
But you know how your ship instantly explodes all the time. It's not really feasible.
Yep. It's bullshit is what it is.
It is.
I'm just looking for a third bottle of cruise, and then I can show you the...
You need an empty one.
yeah, I need 3 empty bottles. Excuse me. 3 empty bottles of Pulse. In fact, what I'll do... Was that a... No. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doo. There's fuck all here.
Yep. I guess it's not spawning.
Now that... Why can't I get in there? Because...
Where? I'm still oh, in behind the guards.
Yeah. Let me... Should be able to get through here. Yep. I don't know why them guards are stood there like that, but there used to be a present on the end here, on the end of this forklift, and when I came here yesterday, there was certainly no fucking guards in the way stopping me from getting in this area.
You crop between them. That's
Yep.
actually awesome.
Yep.
That's, yep. You
So,
can't walk between them? No.
no, you can't walk between them, but you can crawl.
It's your hitbox is like a rifle or
Yeah.
a stretched.
So, yeah, can't see any fucking gift boxes here. What I'm going to do is buy a bottle of cruise. Yeah. So, where's that fucking full bottle gone now? Jesus fucking wept. Have I... Is it here? Where's that full bottle? So I buy another bottle of Cruise, right? I don't know where that fucking bottle's gone.
I think you're gonna be happy with that.
Just stack with the empty one, because you only have one empty one, didn't you? Or did you have two?
No, I had two. So
Okay.
what I'm going to do is I'm going to drink this. Right. So what I've got is 3 empty bottles of Cruise, right? So you
Wait,
come
did
along.
get the Apex sunglasses. I'm sorry.
Apex sunglasses.
I never seen them at the rec sites. I looked in the Starfarers. I looked in 3 different Starfarers.
Yeah, rec sites. You've got to find the right ones. There's rec sites all over the place. I mean, I've got 24 pairs of them at the moment.
No way, do you
Yeah.
actually? Can I buy a pair off of you?
No, you can have a pair, mate. You can have a pair.
Oh man,
I think they're all on Everest. Yeah.
you find them around Hurston then? In the rec sites around Hurston?
If you go to, I can't remember the name of the website. Just let me try and. Yeah, Verse Guide. Go to Verse Guide and look up some fucking rec sites. Right? You're mainly looking for either Caterpillar or Constellation rec sites. And there's a good chance that the bodies, the human bodies at the rec sites will be wearing Apex glasses.
Yeah, that's where we used to get them to from the engineers.
Yep.
But I never seen them spanning for either. I don't know. Maybe they're working now. Maybe yeah.
Yeah, there's a couple of
Go take-
there's a couple of rec sites that don't have any dead bodies, and that if there's no bodies, there's no chance of the glasses spawning. So you've got to definitely find rec sites with bodies that spawn. Right, so I've got my 3 bottles of Cruise. Now I've got them in a. This is Cruise Pulse, right? So as not to confuse them with Cruise Lux. So with the Cruise Pulse, I just carry a bottle from the stack, and when I carry it, it's a full bottle in my hand. And as long as they're in a stack, I can do that, right? So again, carry the bottle that's in a stack of 2, and it changes into a full bottle. So now I've got 2 full bottles. One on its own, I've got to carry that in my hand with the 2 full bottles in my inventory, and then open the inventory, and from the 2 bottles, from the 2 full ones, with the empty one in my hand, I just carry one of those, which puts the empty one in my inventory and a full one in my hand. Close and open inventory. Hey presto, you've now got 3 fucking bottles of Cruise. I had 3
That's crazy.
empty bottles, and now they're full.
You're a magician, exactly. You know that?
Well, that's how you do it. So imagine when I'm finding 20, 30 empty bottles of Synergy at fucking IAE.
Yep.
That's how I do it.
Synergy is abysmal, so I understand why there's 30 bottles of Synergy drinking.
Synergy's fine. Synergy's gives you hunger and thirst.
Only like 10%? Or
Yeah, I don't know exactly what the values are, but Synergy gives you more of one than the other, and Cruise gives you more of the other than the first one. So yeah, so that's basically how it is. Wait a minute, let me. So why not doing what I fucking tell it? So that's pulse. This is fucked up. This isn't allowing me to do fuck all with it.
Yeah. That's what used to happen to me when the bars was stuck in my hand, but maybe that item is bugged. Oh no. That one's a fake ammo.
No, because that's... It's fucking me around now because I had 2 empty ones in my... had 2 empty ones in my... But now this is going to work.
Oh, there you go, yeah.
No, it's still fucking empty. Right, so...
Oh, I see.
I don't know why that's doing that. Maybe they fixed... Maybe they've done something to fix it. I don't know. But we won't try that. All we're going to do by trying to force it is fuck things up.
Yeah, I see it trying to go into the stack,
Yeah.
but then it rubber bands back. Yeah,
Whereabouts are you now? Are you at Lawville?
I just logged out because I gotta go shovel snow.
Oh, okay.
I am at Lawville, I think.
I was going to give you my glasses and then you'll have some, and then I'll go and get some more. Because I have got a lot.
I appreciate it. I found these other glasses in a tested zone that I've never seen before.
What were they
They're
called?
actually subscriber ones. I'll tell you when I load in. Give me a second.
Was it like Sight Right or something?
I'm not entirely sure. My bed lagged on my ship just above. Give me a minute to get down. Also, let me check my face.
Yeah.
Let me hover up. Okay, let me take the helmet off. Alt H. You Alt H to take the helmet off. Okay.
Alt H. I don't trust it.
Alt H. Oh yeah, because you'd suffocate if you used to put your second helmet on.
I don't trust the keystrokes. They don't fucking work at the best of times. The only thing that works is clearing your visor. You know, Alt X. That works all the time without fail.
Any heavy helmet I find, you can Alt H and take your helmet off. Back on.
Right.
Ecto glasses. ECTIO.
ECTIO. Okay.
Yeah, I'll show you. Next time.
Yeah. I think they're on the subscriber store for a few bucks, but
Maybe they're the new subscriber glasses. They're not the colorful ones that glow.
yeah. But the Apex glasses are the only ones you can't fucking buy on the pledge store. I mean, a few years ago, I was like begging the devs to put them on the pledge store. It's probably why they're never on the fucking pledge store, because somebody wants them. No, we're not doing that. It's too fucking helpful. Yeah, right.
Like, they're my favorite glasses, the Apex glasses. I realized right away when you took your helmet off. I was like, wait.
Yeah,
Grab the glasses.
yeah. I have fucking loads of them. I get several bitch boys telling me, "Oh, we can't fucking find any because you've got them all." You know, I've had that before.
Maybe you do, exactly. Maybe you do.
Well, I've had that before, but it's first come, first fucking serve. You know, it's not a fucking kibbutz or a commune where we all share everything equally.
Yo,
It's a fucking game where you're in competition with everybody else, and if you've got the initiative and acumen to get there first, then fucking why not? Don't come crying to me because you missed out. Fucking knobs.
I just didn't think they were spamming at Microtech where I was at.
Yeah.
I went to 3 different spots, and maybe it could have been coincidentally none of them had people.
Yep, that's probably it. That's probably it. Whereabouts are you now, mate? So let me
I'm down looking for the tower.
get a party going, so I know where you are.
That'd be perfect. Yeah.
Comms.
It'll help me find the spaceport too, most likely.
Yeah.
Got it?
Okay.
I see you perfect.
Cool. Dee 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 dee. Let me know when you've landed. What ship are you in?
I'm in the Connie Phoenix.
Oh, right, that's cool. That's got onboard storage.
Yep.
So I'll be able to put these glasses in the storage.
You should have a hangar if you go to the elevator.
Oh, have you landed yet?
No, but I have it. It's the doors are open, so it should.
Right, okay. Saying Jadzia Dax's large hangar.
This was a medium ship, but maybe the Connie is a large ship.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay. Dee 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 dee. Budwig van Beekhoven. What the fuck name is that?
My gear is not down.
Yeah, your gear's down it.
Okay, so I was trying to go in third person to fix my camera. They changed the controls for the game. The arrow keys now rotate your ship, so I gotta use Z to rotate now.
Yeah. It was a mixture between F4 and Z.
Yeah.
And
These what I use now.
I don't fucking know why they changed that. Maybe because something needed changing. Right, I'll put them in here. I'll put the glasses in here. Okay.
These are I guess these are the ones that's on the subscriber store from the Enlisting Zone.
Yeah, they've got all the pairs of glasses. I think there's 8 pairs of glasses and 2 aren't in the urban or adventure packs. I can't remember what they are.
Okay.
Maybe it's Sightright and Apex, but yeah, no matter. It's
Thank you very much.
yeah, you're welcome, mate. I'll probably get some more when I can be bothered, but
They're my favorite glasses, and I haven't seen them in like a year, man. It's been 9 months, I swear. Since
yeah,
I
yeah.
Thank you very much. I'll have it until the patch, probably.
Well, I saw a player wearing them, and he just was not answering me. Would not tell me where he got them from. So I was talking to a friend of mine, Wayfinder Drax, who said, "You know, crash sites still exist," and I said, right. He said, well, the dead corpses at crash sites is where you get the glasses from. I'm like, oh my fucking God, why didn't I think of that? He said, well,
Like that, but I guess I was
yeah.
on site, so
He said, now you know. And I thought, right, I'm gonna go around all the fucking crash sites, see if I can find glasses. And yeah, I've been fairly lucky. But the verse guide is the one that I use to find out where all the crash sites are.
anything particular on the site location? Does it say loot or enemies or? I
No,
know some of
you've
them
it's
say
complete fucking random look.
random. Okay.
I don't even know if the bodies are the same from one instance to the next. But you find when you find a good one, you know, make a note of it so you can go back there. That's
Yeah.
probably the best
I do
advice.
have a note of the ones in the old patch, but like they don't work anymore because it was for sure Starfare is on Aliope or whatever on around
Right.
Microtech, but there was nothing there.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think 4.0 changed the locations of the bodies.
Yeah. Oh well, we will get out of here.
Thank you very much. I'm just putting all their glasses away because I don't know. I'm worried about losing them.
Oh yeah. You will. When you die, that's one thing that you don't lose. Your glasses. You will always be wearing your glasses when you, whether you backspace or whatever.
So just like the armor, it stays attached. So
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
That's the one. So we'll get the expedition out. Yeah, it's been a bit disappointing as this morning, because even though I got the missions working, I couldn't find any Luminalia gift boxes to pick up again. You tried Area 18,
Yeah,
and they didn't have any either.
Yeah, I looked everywhere in the spaceport and down around the tower, down the alley.
Yeah. So I don't know if CIG have got anything planned. You know, we have fixes. I'm not sure.
I don't know if they can hot fix this or not.
I don't know. But a lot of people, you know, there's an open ticket for the Luminalia deliveries, and you know, in the 10-12 hours since it was raised, it's been it's been voted for and confirmed. So it's not just a few people having the issue; it's a lot of people having the issue. But I haven't seen one yet for the gift boxes. But I have heard people say that the gift boxes are available on PTU but not live.
Wonder if that's something they can hot fix in or not.
Don't know. Really don't know that.
Gotta go out and shovel snow though, but it's been nice catching up.
Okay, mate.
Thank
You
you again for the glasses.
yeah, no problem, mate. You take it easy. Have a good day.
You take it easy too. I'm assuming the party had disbanded itself. I've kind of forgot.
Yeah, I can do that.
Thank you.
Party leave group.
Perfect, thank you. I'm just worried that it'll get stuck because that happened in one patch.
Yeah, it's a law unto itself, I think.
Yeah. Thank you very much, though. But you take care.
You too, mate. Bye for now.
Truly about atmosphere, it's important to remember that Hurston Dynamics isn't simply known for its industrial dominance. We donate generously to a variety of worker charities.
Now where is... I'm looking for Everest Harbour, but can't bloody find it. In fact, I better disconnect from this as well before that starts complaining at me. Everest Harbour routes. Okay. Dum-ba-dum-ba-dum. Doo-doo-be-doo-be-doo-be-doo-be-doo. So I wonder what Luminalia will be bringing us today. It's got to be plants, hasn't it? Or jumpers, or something equally as fucking useless. I don't... not last year, but the year before, we got a shitload of weapons. And I can't remember if that's where I got one of my Stoneface FS9s. But it was like the best Christmas present ever. And I got some other weapons as well. Why don't they give out like weapons that you can, that's something useful that you use time and time again, instead of a Christmas jumper that you'll wear one day every year. You wait one day for a few minutes once a year, and it doesn't really make sense. But anyway.
Please proceed to assigned landing
Please
bay.
proceed to assigned landing bay. Hello, my name is Wickelaw, and we will proceed to landing bay now. Or however he talks.
Landing gear deployed.
Okay. Engines off.
All systems offline.
In fact, bear with me. I will be right back. All right, so we are at Everest, and first job we want to do is take our helmet off and put another pair of gigs on. let's take this pair. This is good as any. I mean, look at all the fucking glasses we've got. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 22. So we've got 22 pairs now of Apex glasses, and that'll do us. How much ammo have we? Oh fuck, we've got a stupid P8 gun on our back. Yeah. Right. We got any of our ships?
Welcome to the ASOC vehicle retrieval system.
We'll stall that one for a start.
Storage facility.
Now we could continue doing the delivery missions, but even though there was a container in the way on the last mission, or on the mission before it, even though there was a container in the way when I was dropping it off, it let me deliver the package. It wasn't doing that yesterday. There was no F to deliver, and I don't know if CIG have fixed it or whether it's because the server's not being used by that many people, or in fact nobody else is doing the delivery missions in our DGS. I really don't know. But for some reason it worked today. It didn't work yesterday. And it needs to be robust. You know, it needs to work for everybody under all circumstances. Unless you're dead, in which case you won't be trying to deliver a Luminalia parcel to a drop-off point. You'd be in a fucking medical centre. So, let me just have a look here, what we've got. Right. I think what I'm going to do is we've stored the ship. How many containers have we got now? I should have quite a few. Right, so 2 4s, 2 8s and 4 2s. That's great. We'll keep that as it is. We shall log out here, or unless there's something major exciting to do that I haven't considered yet. Collection, nope. Investigation. Still need to do the 1 million. Might have a word with Bad Carlos about that one, because he needs to do it as well. Might as well do it together. Whole Stella, Jesus. Excuse me. I wonder if who is it for? Zarif Zalen. They're all different. Have I got any? Nope. Oh, well, that is Adagio Holdings. What, like strings for Adagio? or adagio for strings, more precisely. Anyway, I'm just having a look to see if collecting the parcels makes a difference. I don't think it does, but anyway, we'll find out. We just wanted, excuse me, just wanted to log in this morning and try a few things out based on what Langdon said that he'd found yesterday. But I think he was talking about PTU, and I wanted to test him out on live. Anyway, that's the by and by. It's got to be the end of the stream. Thanks very much for watching, and I don't know, Woodman K, what respawns? Christmas presents. Anyway, thanks for watching. Take care of yourselves. Have a really good day. I'll catch you next time, whenever that may be. Probably later today or tomorrow. But anyway, goodbye for now. Have a good one.